Hi, we're
Hello.
here.
Hello.
After a long
Hello.
delay of silence.
Make a Chewbacca noise.
Chewbacca sound.
I can't
Hi,
do Chewbacca
everyone.
noises.
Welcome to the Elyssia stream, our stream before Thanksgiving if you live in America.
That is true.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to all of our
Really short,
American viewers. If you're not in America and you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, well, happy whatever the nearest holiday is to
Happy
you. Whether that's
Thursday.
Happy Leif
Thursday,
Erikson Day.
it's Monday.
It's
Yeah,
a
happy
Monday. It's
Thursday.
not a Thursday. We are on Critical Role.
No,
Happy Leif
but Thanksgiving
Total-
is a Thursday, so it would be
Total
a happy Thursday
sidebar
for them.
to derail this because Sentinel said it. I saw one of the original statues of Leif Erikson when I was in
Oh,
Iceland 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Ah,
That's pretty
cool.
awesome.
Leif Erikson Day.
Was he number one?
He was number one. He was holding a
Very
battle axe. It was awesome.
That's
Dang.
not true.
Nice.
Smitty, we're gonna hand we're gonna
Cameron Johnson is number one.
Yeah, Leif Erikson's number 2.
Leif Erikson, Hinga Dinga Durgan.
Dinga Dinga Durkin.
it's the best holiday ever, and I wish it was a real thing.
It is a
Could
real
be.
thing. Leif Erikson Day is an actual holiday. I just don't know who celebrates it. Isn't
Bob.
Eric the Red his father or his son? I can't remember which way it goes.
That's
Just
one
know
of them,
that
probably.
I shared his
going-
name. So.
I'm not
Research.
a Leif Eriksonologist, so.
Yeah, I'm
well,
not either.
Boo.
You
We
know
all
who
have-
the
we all
son
have
slash
flaws.
father of Leif Erikson is? Post in the comments, or in the chat right now, and let us know.
We
And
missed
you'll
it.
You'll get something.
I mean, Google
October
is
9th.
insane.
Well,
Oh,
whoever
okay.
Googles it the fastest then gets nothing.
Cool.
We'll reference them. Well, I won't reference them because I don't have the stream up. But someone else who has the stream up will reference them and
Yes.
say, "Good job, you figured it out before the rest of us." You get a gold star from the Elyssia stream.
Best of us
You
for
get-
the rest of us, right?
Yep. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started with a quick recap, and we will jump right into tonight's session. So,
Shoo.
yeah, we had a pretty intense session last week with the party in the midst of a massive snowstorm, and with Joel and Marley in tow, heading off to the High Water Theater. To see a show, though that really wasn't the reason to go see it, because they had received a tip from the Cuddles Meat Pies that is where the stone was going to be, where it was going to be passed off. So Jamie entered the theater first as a worker, and he kind of scoped the area out a little bit, tried to see if he could see if the people who had the stone were already there. They weren't, but he just went about his day, kind of just began to watch who came and went from the theater. While the rest of the party showed up when it opened, entered in, and kind of did the same thing. They stood around and tried to find who the possessor of the stone was. This woman, this Desiree that they were going to meet. And the party knew who this person was because she'd actually been a patron of their inn a few times, as she's part of Sliva's gang. So the show's getting closer and closer to going on. They can't find this Desiree, and finally Jamie and I believe Darby kind of went to the back and hung out for a bit while everyone else went and took their seat. Well, then it was announced by the theater staff that Lady Desiree was a special guest of theirs, and she was entered from a side entrance to honor her, and her date was the ever suave Ansem Octavio, which means that not only do you have Sliva's gang here, and most likely a bunch of necromancers, but you also have Ansem Octavio now, all in the same spot that the stone swap is going to happen. Well, the play goes on for a little bit. Nothing crazy happens until a big flash bursts in the theater. Bunch of necromancers, or just people who flip black hoods up, rise to fight for the stone. Becomes a huge battle, free for all in the theater. Eventually, someone sneaks out with the stone using an invisibility spell and manages to escape, but they are tracked by Sentinel, who uses a special ability that his class has that lets him track magical essences, basically, and he's able to dictate where the stone is going. So as this battle's kind of going on, Sentinel and Jamie, while it's kind of wrapping up, head off to the first layer, to these old like towers where they have sensed that the stone is going, while the rest of the party kind of finishes everything up. There's a bit of a like a conversation with Ansem and Desiree, who does not end up getting killed in the battle, trying to figure out where the stone is. they manage to flee from Ansem because Tetra was also in the audience at the time and basically holds him off while the rest of the party makes their way to these old towers. Sentinel and Jamie first make their way into the tower. They head up to the second floor where a bunch of necromancers are doing something with it. There's a big old magic circle and they are doing necromancy looking things. But more importantly, Sentinel runs into a Gorg, an old friend of his by the name of Lilyhammer, which if people don't remember, when they met his original friend, whose name I'm drawing a blank on.
Doomlights.
Doomlance.
Thank you. Doomlance. I can't believe I was drawing a blank on that. When they met Doomlance, early in the thing, he had mentioned that Lilywater had gone to Highwater and he hadn't had any contact with her. Well, Sentinel found out it's because she's opted to join the Necromancers. And there's a big back and forth about what Xanthro is doing, why he's doing it, the fact that the treasure may not actually be a monetary treasure, but maybe a weapon capable of stopping all beckonings, which Xanthro believes might actually come in handy considering that the artifacts of Greece, the holy relics designed to stop the beckonings, have seemingly been destroyed by Lords of Call many years ago. Jamie kind of readies to steal the stone, and when the rest of the party shows up, he's like, "My stone," and he takes it from the acolyte who is holding it, and begins to escape from the tower. As he's leaving, the magic circle erupts, and Xanthro, Urtzel Flotsam, the assassin that you guys encountered at the Gralhund Manor, and a undead wight appear. Jamie just continues to leave, while the rest of the party converse with Xanthro, who basically tells the party that what he's doing is for the good of Elyssia, and that he doesn't care how many people he has to kill if it means that the rest of the world can survive. And he bids them to give him the stone while sending Urtzel after Jamie to recover it in the way that you would expect someone like Urtzel to recover, something like that. In kind of their conversations with Xanthro, the party becomes more and more, I won't say hostile, but there's a little more tension growing. And Xanthro finally just kind of says, "You know what? I'm sick and tired of all you guys doing what you do." And he says a word, and Marilli falls down. And when Joel goes to see if she's okay, he looks back to Darian and informs him that he thinks that she may be dead. That was where last session ended. I don't think I missed anything, but if I did, let me know.
I don't think so either.
I think that's everything.
Lilyhammer is currently being grappled by Sentinel.
Oh yeah. Sentinel
Yeah.
didn't want to
Yes.
hurt Lilyhammer, so
And-
didn't fight them.
Yes. Chose to not fight them and grabbed them and is holding them in place.
All right, so we're going to start with you, Jamie, tonight. You have
Yes.
descended the stairs of the old tower and begin making your way towards the door. I'll mark the door, specifically this door here.
Mhm.
As I stated last session, the moment you touched the stone of Amazia, there was sort of this like head fog or cloud that overcomes and overtakes you as a voice begins to beckon to you. Attune to me. Attune to me. And it's just radiating in your mind over and over and over as you make your way down the stairs into this main first floor room. While you are down there, kind of at the base of the stairs, you kind of start coming to the initial like inertia from the, or maybe I should say fatigue instead, of grabbing this very powerful magical item has started to like wear off. You started to grow used to the magical energy that this thing is just exuding by itself, and you no longer have any restrictions against you right now because of it.
Oh, sweet. That's gonna change what I do a little, actually.
Okay.
Because all my friends are upstairs.
And I do remember I think right as the circle erupted and Jamie got the stone, Arthur shouted to him, "Run!" Told
You
him
did
to
tell
just
me
bail.
that.
This is a reminder. You may
Well,
not
You don't
trust
have
what
to
Arthur
feed
said?
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
can
It's just
just
what I
listen.
told you. I said run.
Yeah. This is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna do what I was planning on doing anyway. All right. So I'm gonna move and wait for the dude to come with who's coming after me.
Okay.
And then when I'm readying an action, when he comes down, I'm going to shout at him to catch, and I'm gonna chuck it into the air and up in his direction, as high
Okay.
and hard as I can.
All right. As a reminder to everyone as well, the initial conversations with Xanthro, including him saying the word and Marili fainting or dying, as Joel has reported to you, is happening at the same time that all of this is happening right now. Just as a reminder, not only to you guys but to our audience. So, Jamie, go ahead, position yourself on the map where you would like to do this. The entrance to the stairs is right where I've marked right there.
Oh, I just jumped out of Roll Tony for a second for some reason.
Just marked it
It's
again.
that bottom right corner there. of
Yep.
the circles.
Okay. It's launching again. So once he, yeah, that's gonna be my object interaction is chucking that thing
Yep.
up and high towards him and saying catch.
So, Jamie, you kind of tuck yourself against the wall here, since this circular staircase has like a surrounding wall around it. So there's almost like
Oh,
a donut hole in the middle of this thing. You've kind of positioned yourself next to where the opening of this door is. And Urtzel, the dusk elf that you had encountered at the Gralhund Manor, you can hear his footsteps echoing as he takes each step. 1, 2, 3. And finally, he emerges from the doorway. He takes a step out, turns, and sees you there. You may take your
Mhm.
reaction.
yeah. So I'm gonna say catch, and I'm gonna chuck it up like towards him and high up.
Okay.
And-
So you're actually tossing it to him, just high in the air.
No, I'm not tossing it to him. I'm tossing it up as if he doesn't catch it, it will fall and it will be broken.
Okay. So you toss it up into the air, Jamie. Remember that for everyone who doesn't remember, the stone's like yay big tall. You have to hold it. It's
Yeah.
pretty big. So you just toss it straight up in the air, Jamie, yelling catch. And Urtzel's eyes kind of dart towards it, and he makes a play to catch it. And he turns forward.
Yes. So as he does that, I'm gonna run to him and I'm gonna take his crossbow.
Okay. Give me.
So either he stops me from taking his crossbow or he doesn't catch the thing.
Okay.
But it is one or the other.
All right. So he's going to attempt to catch it. He will let you take his crossbow.
Dope.
I rolled a natural 20 on catching it.
Yeah,
Which would be a dex. So he just grabs it, but Jamie, you duck down, you throw your head out, you grab his crossbow, and you pull it back. You actually hear the strap from his pants rip
Yeah.
as you yank back the hand crossbow.
And I'm gonna
Urkel
point
grabs
it at his face.
Dang.
All right. Well, now, this is a dodgy little predicament, if I'd ever say so, wouldn't I? Jamie, I'm going to give you some stats on this crossbow real quick.
Yes.
So, you have one shot because you don't have any other bolts.
I don't have the other
He
one.
doesn't have his ammo.
It will do a 1d8 plus whatever your dex is, plus 7d6 of poison damage if he fails on a dex save.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, looks like it. How about we just take a moment and figure out exactly what we're gonna do with our day?
Have all the time in the world, Jamie. Tell me,
Yeah.
what do you want to talk about? The weather? It's snowing outside. You want to talk about what the stone can do? Do you want to talk about... We can talk about anything you'd like to.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's talk about what the stone can do. You can tell me all about that, please. Feel free to monologue.
Well, it leads you to the treasure, as the legend says.
Uh-huh.
And that's it.
And how does it lead you to the treasure?
Oh, I don't quite know there. I figured you might know and could tell me.
Nah. How does one enter into a room with this unseen? I'm still a little confused how this thing keeps changing sizes.
It's quite an interesting conundrum, as you state. We had wondered the same thing, how it was moving so easily. It seems a invisibility spell was able to mask it, but not its magical energy. which seems to be the way that your group has located it. I, in some ways, commend you for that. You've moved with the stone much quicker than we anticipated.
How about you tell me how many weapons you're carrying on you?
How many weapons I'm carrying?
Correct.
Well,
How many other
Jamie,
weapons do you have on you?
Jamie. How many weapons
It's-
do you think that I
it's
have right now?
Doctor, first of all, and second of all, you can
My
answer the question.
apologies. Well, on me right now, I have 2 short swords. Capable of cutting your throat in an instant if I ever wanted to, I'm trained. But let's talk about outside weapons right now. Weapons that are far more at my disposal than these swords in this current moment. Allow me to ask you a question, Dr. Watts.
Yeah, I don't want you to ask me anything. In
Oh,
fact, you're only going to answer questions because I'm the one with the crossbow.
are you sure about that? It would only be one simple
Nope,
question for you.
nope, I'm good. I'm good,
What?
actually. So
It's a
here,
sad
I'm
thing to
gonna
say that.
shout out up to the people. How is everything going upstairs?
For you guys up there, considering this didn't happen last session, but Marilla is still on her feet at this point. Xanthro is still just talking to you guys.
Okay. Would we have heard that, or
For the sake of posterity with last session, I will say that Sentinel hears it, but considering that Xanthro is monologuing right now, you may share that with the party at a later time, Sentinel.
Okay,
No, you
so
know,
no.
I will retroactively, because obviously we didn't play this out last session. I will retroactively say, Sentinel, if you'd like to share this with the rest of the group, that Jamie has said, "How's it going up there?" You know he hasn't left.
Gotcha. Not great, Dr. Watts. Couple people showed up, and I mean, you saw them. He's still talking. He's still saying lots of stuff about the end of the world.
Yeah, everyone's real big on monologuing. Okay. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. Whatever your name is.
So I believe we haven't met before. It's nice to officially get names.
Yeah, I don't care really. What we're gonna do is you're gonna take all your weapons off and lay them on the ground.
I'm not going to do that, Dr. Watts. You know I'm not going to do that.
But I'm the one with the crossbow.
You
I
are the
feel-
one with the crossbow.
I feel like
I'm
you
the
all are
one-
gonna do that.
And I'm the one with 2 swords and a stone.
But you can't reach
can
your
put-
swords if you're holding the stone.
Can I, Dr. Watts? Can I
No.
not reach 2 swords while I'm holding a stone?
No,
That'd be
it's
very
too
hard.
big. It's literally too big. I was holding it a minute ago. You
Can
can't
I?
do anything else.
Do you want to take that risk? Do you want to risk that I can't draw one of my swords with this in my hand? Do you want to risk that for
Yes.
every second you delay, someone might die out there in high water while I hold the stone?
Someone's dying in high water every day. Death is a normal thing.
It is a normal thing.
You can't kill anybody from where you are right now. You can talk
is
to
it-
me.
Worth the cost of this stone? Is
I
the
don't-
death of an innocent worth the cost of a stone? Worth you pointing a crossbow at my head?
Yeah. I mean, I am putting a crossbow at your head. That's already happening. Can I get an ETA on what we're doing here, people? I need some something. Give me something.
Where's Xanthro at in his
His
monologue?
big speech.
I'll say at this point, he's nearing the end of it where he's about ready to say the word that drops Marley to the floor.
This feels a little Back to the Future-y, knowing
Yeah.
what's
Yeah,
going to
it really does.
happen.
Knowing the outcome and
And I
Having
can't
to
just
not
let
change
go
anything.
and go after Xanthro because I didn't do that the last time.
I'm gonna hold him here until something upstairs changes and makes me have to do something. Because right now, I feel pretty confident in where we're at, but I don't know what's happening upstairs.
Jamie, I need you to make an initiative roll here.
Ooh. Okie doke.
And I did take you off of the counter, and Urzel's not on there, so this will be apart from the turn order on roll 20 right here.
Okay. That is a 21.
You tie
21.
with Urzel, who also rolled a 21. What is your dex?
My dex is 16, so +3 modifier.
His dex is also a
We already
16.
did. We already did this. This
We
happened
did
what
it.
happened last time.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that happened a lot
What-
last
You
time.
just doomed
I'm
to
not gonna lie. I'm not
the
gonna lie
same
here. My
speed.
DM knowledge. What breaks ties when dex is?
I think you do a roll off again.
Yeah, I don't.
not
sure.
Sure. We can.
Alright.
D20
check
roll
that,
off then,
but,
Jamie.
Well, that's much better. That's a 10.
He gets a 16, so he will go first. So Jamie, you're holding a crossbow to his head. You know what? I'm gonna make this real interesting. Actually, let's make this fun and interesting because you dove him at point blank range here. Jamie, you see Urzel drop the stone. It's falling at his feet. He immediately reaches down for one of his short swords. He goes to draw it and strike you with the draw. You are allowed to get off your crossbow bolt, but you are in point blank range and within 5 feet, so it will be at disadvantage given 5e's rules.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to turn the crossbow so that the sword hits the crossbow and not me.
He will still make an attack roll against you.
Yeah, like that's
Dodge? Would that be the dodge action then?
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
say it's a dodge action, which
Dodge
would
action.
put him at disadvantage.
Yes.
correct.
Attacks at disadvantage.
Wow. I rolled 2 15s on that.
Oh, well.
Jamie, does a 21 hit you?
Yeah, 21's going to hit.
All right. I need you to make a dex save for me.
The dex save.
Of course.
His swords aren't poisoned too.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a con
That
save?
is a 16.
You pass. You only take half poison damage here. So to start off, you're taking 4 piercing damage.
Oh, that's not too bad.
And 15 poison damage.
Oh, well, then I'm dying.
All right, Jamie, you drop. So
Well, the stone
Urzel,
is also broken.
the stone does not break. It just hits the ground and boop, at his feet. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is like a solid stone. You would have realized that holding it, I guess I should state. It's not like hollow.
Oh.
So what, I'm sorry, what I did 4 and then what, 15, so 19?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that puts you at -1, Jamie. So you're hurt. The stone hits the ground at Urzel's feet, and he just kind of looks down at it. It's intact. It's solid stone. 3 eyes still staring at you, Jamie. As his sword strikes you, you can feel the poison radiating through your body. As you fall back, you drop the crossbow, and you land on your back. Injured, incredibly injured.
I'm not injured. I'm dying.
You're dying.
I'm not
You're dying.
conscious. Yeah.
You're correct. You're incapacitated. And Urzel kind of steps over you, and he just smirks and he says, "Well, it was a good ploy, Dr. Watts. It was a most excellent ploy." And he picks the stone up, and he begins making his way back upstairs. While all of that is going on, Marilli has dropped at this point. So, before Urzel draws his sword, strikes Jamie, picks a stone up, heads his way back up. Marilli has dropped. Joel has said, "I think she's dead. We will move back up to the rest of the party." What does everyone do?
Arthur's gonna kind of stand there frozen for a minute and then see Merle dropping and Joel running over there. He's also gonna kind of see if Joel's just overreacting or kind of go into.
Would you like to go over and check Marilli?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the pulse on the neck, kind of like the whole like
Right.
okay. Captain
Arthur, you go over, you check pulse. There's no pulse. Her body's even starting to go cold at this point.
I'm gonna kind of lock eyes with, I believe, Darian's kind of across the room from me, and kind of do the whole like indicate, like kind of like mindlessly shaking my head, like letting him know that she is indeed dead. Like,
Alright, and as a response, I'm gonna look around the room, and I know we've got Xanthro, we've got Lilyhammer, we've got a right?
A white. Yep.
A white,
Undead
and
white.
then who's this person over here again?
That
was
is
like
that is the acolyte.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
Cuckoo
That
they're
originally
not
had the stone.
The
Yeah,
Google
they're
for
probably not
Cocoa
gonna
Puffs
fight.
lady.
Actually, I'll
It's
just remove their point because they're not gonna fight. So
Okay.
they're defaults.
I'm going to draw my bow and dock an arrow, but I'm not going to shoot immediately.
Are you sure you want to do that, Darian? Would it be so much easier just to give me the stone at this point?
We don't have the stone, and mindlessly killing us isn't going to do you any favors.
That was less for you and more for him. To remind them all, to remind the former champion, to remind the new champion what I am capable of doing and what I strive to do. Will you surrender to me, or would you face consequences far beyond what you can imagine?
Kind of feels like we're facing consequences now, but again, I don't have the stone.
Wonderful. Ursa will get it for me then. Which is why I ask for your surrender. No one else needs to die here.
Except you. And I'm going to look at Lilyhammer. I'm going to look at Lilyhammer, and with, a little bit of glowing eyes, some sparkles coming from the
Ooh.
antlers, I'm going to say, you will help us, and I'm going to cast Charm Person on Lilyhammer.
Yeah.
You actually do not need to because Lilyhammer is already in your favor after seeing Marilli drop like that.
Right.
Nice.
Even better. I can save
Yes.
my spell slot to do more damage later.
So
though.
Sentinel, you do see this, so you may opt to release her if you'd like.
I'm gonna hold on.
Okay, you're gonna still hold on to her.
Yeah, don't give it away.
With Darian's assessment of combat, are we entering combat here? Does anyone else have anything to say to Xanthro?
Yeah, I'm going to activate Rage.
If Sentinel's activating Rage, you know it's a battle. So I'm gonna need initiative rolls from everyone.
It's fighting time.
Ooh, yeah.
We're totally dead.
Oh, it's gonna be
All of us are
bloody.
dead.
God, my initiative
Oh.
my initiative's insane. I love
That's
it.
not good.
Stay
either.
in. Ooh.
That's-
All right, I'll take it.
that's Not a good initiative roll. Ugh.
Skip it. There we go. Nope. Sorry, new bot, everyone. I'm learning the
The
we're
commands.
learning the new commands for it. All right. Put those initiative in. It looks like everyone's put them in. I just need to put them in for Joel and for our white friend. And Lilyhammer needs to get an initiative.
Dang, is Joel actually going to do something?
I also have to have initiative for death saves.
Jamie, we are okay with that. You do not need to make any initiative for that.
Oh.
So when will his death saves happen?
Yeah, when will my death saves happen?
Your death saves are actually not going to happen.
Oh.
Because you are dead.
Oh,
Ju-
okay.
you are
There
not-
are
he is
no
not-
saves.
He is not dead. He's not dead, but I'm not going to make him make death
Oh,
saves
okay.
at this point.
Plot
Oh, that's it. Oh, no.
Boo.
You twice.
Do you want? Do you-
kill you?
Do you want death saves, Jamie?
Yes! Yes!
All
I
right,
want
I
it.
will
Do
add
thing.
you that. I was gonna be nice. I
No,
realized. Give me an initiative roll. Give me
I
that
want.
initiative.
my
I
God.
want to earn this.
All right,
All
That's
right.
fine. I want it to be
Let's-
because I
let's
did.
see new character first.
Yeah.
Hey,
Who
Gonna
knows?
have the
Maybe
third
maybe
character
Yeah,
coming
have
in.
death saves, because Ursel's just gonna stab you twice while you're down, get 2 crits, and instantly kill you.
But he has the stone right now. He's walking back
He's
upstairs.
gonna beat your head in with the stone.
Improvised weapon attack
it
with
would
the
be
stone.
it would be an instant fail on your dex roll and double damage, or an instant crit. So it would be full poison, full sword
Yeah.
damage. Crit
Well, that would
blast.
Those are
actually
only-
probably be
those
your,
are-
your
That would be
hit
2
team's
failed
instantly
crit
good.
saves.
It'll only
is
be
all
2
it is.
fails. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
So if he attacks you
All
twice,
right.
that's 4
Mr.
fails. You're dead.
Kips, you may start
Oh.
us off in this combat.
All right, without hesitation, I'm gonna shoot Xanthro in the face.
Actually,
Dang.
I didn't add Xanthro to the count. I need to give him.
Let's leave it that way. Let's leave it
Nope.
that way.
He doesn't get to go.
He
He
doesn't
just-
get to
He's
go.
gonna stand there and take it because he's just so.
He doesn't get to
He's
go.
such a sponge. He can just do that.
He just always. He's like the boss that just always goes first.
Yeah. He's gonna start stealing your levels, like Ethan was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna Demon Soul steal your guys' levels. So
Alright.
you're all 4. You're gonna go down to 3. All right,
So-
Mr. Kips, go ahead.
I'm going to back up to here, bonus action cast Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
and
Oh,
then
thank you
I'm
for reminding me
going.
about
Oh, on Xantho.
Okay.
I technically still have
And then I'm gonna
concentration
shoot him.
for,
Oh, that's.
I have
Give me a
concentration
shoot
for
roll.
Hex.
Oh,
I can do
I
that.
almost got a nat 20. I got a. Hold on, plus what to hit? I got a 27.
Jeez.
Ooh, wow. 1 sec. Let me check something real quick.
Does that hit?
If it
I
doesn't
actually
hit,
need
I
to
might
see if-
cry.
I actually need to see if it does hit. What's his AC? That will hit. That will hit.
I was like, yes, it does. There's no.
Alright, now I
version
gotta,
of it
I gotta
that
hope for max
has higher
damage.
than
Jesus.
27.
be like an
ancient
dragon in disguise. Like,
But even
fit-
that only has like a 22 AC.
That'll be
Even with shield.
15 damage, Ethan.
All right. Xanther will take 15 damage.
see you,
As
Matt.
the arrow strikes
even
him,
Tiamat's only
he
like a
seems
24.
nearly unfazed by it.
Yeah.
What else
Well-
for you, Mr. Kips?
That. Actually, I might move a little bit more.
That's all you really can do at this point. You've taken action and bonus action.
I'm gonna take some tactical moves over to the side.
Do.
All right. Is that your turn, Darian?
Yeah. Yes, that is my turn.
All right. So this white is going to go, and he is going to go here. Lilyhammer is on your side. She's going to take an opportunity attack at disadvantage because Sentinel's still holding her.
Still being grappled.
Dang it,
All
Sentinel.
right.
Let her go.
That is a 16. Will that hit? That hits.
Me? Oh, okay. Me?
No, yeah,
No,
yeah.
not you.
Oh, the
Yeah,
white.
it's
Yeah,
hitting-
the
it's hitting the
opportunity
white, so-
attack.
Okay.
So, yep. Look at that. That's really good damage. That's 11 points of damage to the white. So Lilyhammer, despite being held onto you by Sentinel, she kind of wrestles her great axe free and strikes at the white as it charges towards Arthur, where it also takes a swing. It is going to attack here. First with a longsword.
Okay.
One-handed. For 18.
That does hit.
All right, that'll be a D8.
Okay.
Arthur, you take 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then when it's offhand, it goes to grab you or touch
Okay.
you. That is going to be a 14.
That misses.
So as it goes to touch you with its offhand, Arthur, despite taking the slash, you kind of juke to the side, and it just misses grabbing you.
Okay.
There's like a blue energy coming from its hand as it goes to grab you.
All right.
Arthur, it's your turn.
Seeing that and being all too familiar with ghosts or spirits, I am going to bonus action disengage from
Okay.
the white. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. I am then going to reach into Sentinel's pocket, realizing that we need as many allies as possible, and pull out Ansem's card and speak into it, saying
Use them both.
they
Use
return.
them.
How many of
according to-
Ansem's cards did you
According
have?
to Ethan,
He had
last
2.
session, both cards returned to Sentinel upon their use.
Did I say that?
He said they burned, they
Yes.
went into the air, they flew to Ansem, and then returned to
The
Sentinel.
message returns, not the card.
Oh, okay. I thought the message returned to him.
Yeah, not the card doesn't return, just the message.
Okay, I gotta rethink my turn then.
Boo.
That's a bummer. Creative thinking punished.
Yeah.
Excellent thinking, but
That was a great
unfortunately
plan.
that's not how those cards work.
Okay. All right, then I am going to do what I do best and attack twice to the white in front of me.
Also, real quick for Lilyhammer, her damage actually only does half damage to him.
Yeah, I figured. Yep. All right, scimitar. That is a
Go
natural
ahead.
20.
That hits. That'll be
Nice.
full damage
Slash
to it.
him.
All right,
Yeah.
so 1, and then I get how many?
Yeah, that's fine.
You get an absurd
Plus
amount of d6.
All right, so I get these, which is going to be 5, 10, 10, 15, and then 20, 24, 26, plus 5 is 31 damage.
So at half it will be 15.
Yep. And then second attack with my offhand
Go ahead.
is 14 plus 7, 21.
That hits. Go ahead and give me your offhand
Oh.
attack. You will not get sneak attack as you've already
Right,
used.
right, yep.
Yep.
Just 3 damage on that one.
Okay. It is still on its feet.
Okay. I will then go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Old
Yep.
fancy footwork.
Xanthro kind of sees what's going on here, and he says, "Well, this doesn't seem fair to me at all. Why don't we make this a little more interesting?" And a magical, like a green light bursts, and he seems to make a wall, which I will draw here. It's gonna be a green wall because I'm drawing in green. That's terrible. I'm sorry. Let me redraw that.
You can draw a line, Ethan.
Yeah, there is
Yeah,
a line
there
tool.
you go. Okay, there's a line tool.
It's worse.
Sorry, that was terrible.
There is a literal,
Somehow.
like, rectangle
Oh, there you go.
line
Polygon
tool.
line. Thank you. There you go. It's yellow now. From there to there. And he is going to go. He's going to remain where he is. And that will be his turn. Jamie, I need a death save from you.
All right, here we go.
Natural
Come on,
20.
Jamie.
That's an 11.
That is a
Hey.
Pass. That's one pass.
That's right. Come at me again.
Lilyhammer is going to go swing at Xanthro. She is going to hit with a 24. Actually, what does that give you? Xanthro is not going to do anything about that. So she's going to do a D12 for 7 damage. He will have to make a Constitution saving throw, which he easily succeeds.
Huh?
Sentinel, you're next.
All right.
Release the grapple.
Yeah. Well,
Did you do your wild magic for enraging?
nah,
Yeah,
I
you did.
Yeah, it has.
Well,
You did.
well,
You
once-
are allowed to do that. So you should.
yeah.
Um, initiated combat, so
Yeah. So I'm not gonna be happy with Lilyhammer, and I'm like, look at what you brought here. Just because you're sad for someone dying doesn't mean you didn't. You know, you gotta face your consequences. And I'm gonna shove Lilyhammer towards this white
Right here.
lady. Yeah.
All right. That will break your
Lovely.
grapple. Technically, a shove counts as an action.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
It's technically an
Anything else
attack
for you then,
action.
Sentinel?
I'm
What is
going
your
to.
current wild magic thing? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
that's
your
what
wild
I'm
magic?
going to do right now.
Rage.
It is. So then all of a sudden around the beak axe, it starts to glow a bright blue,
Okay.
and you kind of see this ethereal chain attach itself to me.
Very helpful. Dude.
Is that your turn, Sentinel?
Yeah,
Darby, it's your
action
turn.
bonus
Okay.
action.
So this wall here, is it translucent?
It is completely translucent. You are actually unaware that it's there.
Okay. I'm a. Ooh. Well, thankfully, I just need to see things to do stuff. So the most important thing here is I am still within my concentration because I doubt it's been a full hour since our first combat happened to now,
It has
right?
not.
So I still have Hex available through concentration, and I will Hex Xanthro.
1 second. All right, I will allow that. What does he have to make?
He is just cursed, and I'm going to specifically Hex his strength, so he has disadvantage on all strength ability checks.
All right.
And that's my bonus action.
What do I want to mark for hex? The eye. There we go.
That's
Okay.
fine, yeah. And then I guess, since I don't technically know there's a wall here, Darby will attempt to huck a card
Give me
at
a roll.
Xanthro. That is a natural 1.
Natural 1, it would have missed anyways, but Darby, before as you lose the card, the moment it hits where the wall is, the card just explodes.
Dissipates? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Hmm. Interesting.
Anything else for you?
I'm going to stand here.
All right. Joel is going to go next. He's going to grab Merle's body. He's going to drag her over here.
Way to help, bud.
So helpful.
Ertzel has just knocked Jamie to the ground. He begins making his way up. Next turn, he will be upon you. Darian, you are next.
What I have noticed, Darby's
Darby's
yes,
card
you
is
definitely
triggered.
would have seen his card hit the
I'm
wall.
like right next to you, so.
I'm gonna reach out with my pinky on a plane very slowly and see if I can feel anything.
You hit what feels like solid glass. Like it's perfect to see through glass, but you cannot pass it.
can't believe
I
you just did that, Ethan.
What?
I can't
I
believe
know.
you just did that.
oh I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna try to figure this out. What can I do here?
I'm gonna try to figure this out.
I think I vaguely know what it is, but
Your character's probably the only one who may be able to figure it out would be you,
Darby.
Darby, because you have magic. You're magically
You're
inclined.
gonna disintegrate.
I could know.
I mean, what is this?
I would also say Sentinel could know too because of his wild magic abilities.
Talking's a free action. Darby, what is this?
Unfortunately, you're.
Darby, give me an Arcana check because
As
you've
I
never encountered this.
I don't know off the top of my head, so. Ooh, for an Arcana check, what is my bonus to that? That is
Oh,
an
Ethan.
18 on the Arcana check.
18. Darby, in your dealings in the underground, you've heard of very powerful ancient spell, things that very few people in the world of Elyssia know. But one that sticks out to you is something called the Wall of Force.
Yep, exactly what I thought it was.
We're
Well,
literally in a cage.
it's a wall of force,
You can do nothing.
and you cannot get through it. I
Ethan,
have some ways.
what is this window situation looking like? Can I fit through it?
Way up, and it's
No.
like yay big.
Those slots, yeah.
It's like a
How
arrow
tall
slot.
is this room?
What?
How
How
tall
tall
is the room?
The Wall of Force extends to the top to the bottom.
And for all those who know D&D, the wall of force actually extends into the ethereal plane. So if
It
you were to
does,
go
you cannot-
ethereal, you cannot pass through it as well.
Also correct.
Thankfully, you only need to see your location to Misty Step.
Nope.
This is quite a predicament.
So,
I'm just gonna
Darian
hit in
stuff.
front of me with my quarterstaff and see what happens.
Yeah.
Don't even roll because you just strike a wall and it just like reverberates through your body. It's like there is a perfect plane of visible glass in front of you.
Well, I will use my
Oh,
movement to
shoot
pace back
outside.
and forth.
Shoot outside. Get the guard.
That's a pretty solid
Yeah,
idea.
alright.
Although I
Something.
did just make an attack action, so
Speaking is a free action. Run to the window and start shouting for help.
true. I'm gonna go to this
Says dead
arrow
Jamie.
spot.
Yeah,
Says dead Jamie. I'm gonna go.
it's
From the great beyond.
We need assistance.
All right,
shouted as loud as I
Darian
could.
begins to
Into
yell,
the blizzard.
yell through the window for help.
Yes.
I will say it is the middle of the night right now, so there's not a lot of people walking around. But Darian, you are yelling for help. Is that your turn, Darian?
Yes, that'll be my turn.
All right, the white is going to go ahead and attack Lilyhammer here. It will. I have to see what her.
let me double check. I'm pretty sure I just need to be able to see.
That will hit with the short
Stab.
sword, one-handed, or long sword.
Yeah, let's just
That
be able to
was
see it.
horrible damage on my part for a big whopping 6 damage to her. And, you know, for sake of posterity, we'll just go ahead and have it make another attack. That's also a hit for 4 damage to her. And it will hold its ground. Arthur, you are next.
Seeing what Darian attempted, Arthur is going to run. This is a window, correct? Where I'm standing right now.
It is.
I am going to cast Thaumaturgy to make my voice 3 times as loud as it normally would be.
Okay.
I will then begin shouting the name Jayla Pentagast over and over and over again to consume my entire turn.
Okay. You are shouting Jayla's name, and
Let's
you're taking
get
your
it.
whole turn to do that.
3 times the volume of my normal shouting voice.
Okay.
So it is resounding.
And I've
Do
heard
you-
Arthur can shout twice as loud as a normal person, so
Yeah.
So the
When
name
he's in
Jayla
the city.
Pentagast is reaching almost all of high water at this point. Anything else for you, Arthur?
Cool.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Like I said, I'm willing to
okay.
just continuously scream for my entire turn as many times as I can.
6 whole seconds.
Sentinel, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yes,
Thankfully,
I will do that.
You should actually be decent.
14.
Well,
You fail. Sentinel. If you'll give me 1 second here.
Power word kill.
It is not power
No.
word kill. He
I'm
already
pretty sure
used
Power
that.
Word Kill doesn't have a save.
Using it.
The whole party right here.
1 sec. I need to get my online dice roller going.
Oh,
he just uses powered kill and disintegrate the entire fight.
That's what I would do.
Sentinel, you take
Oh, no.
66 points of necrotic damage as he casts Finger of Death upon you.
You're dead.
Yeah,
You're
He's not dead.
He's
not dead. No, I have 57
Yeah.
health.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's not
Yeah,
dead, but he is
Finger of Death
unconscious.
does not-
I have
If he
37.
dies, he'd come back as a zombie, but it does not immediately kill him.
If it doubled his health, it did. It
It
would.
didn't though.
It would, but it didn't.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
has
this
to do
is-
100 and some odd damage.
Yeah. So
114.
Xanthro,
110
Sentinel, you're next to him. He just reaches out and brushes you. And you just feel this wave of necrotic energy just overtake you as the spell radiates you down to 0 HP. What did I use for that? And you drop. So everyone just sees their good buddy Sentinel just drop to the floor. And then Xanthro is just going to stay where he is. Dr. Watts, I need another death saving throw from you.
All right. That's a 19.
Nice. That's
Another
two
success for you. You have 2 successes.
Yeah. Going well.
Lilyhammer, seeing what's going on, is going to go ahead and she is going to make. Oh, she gets 2 great. I've been giving her less attacks, so I'm going to give her 4 attacks against Xanthro because I've been screwing this up. So she's going to make 4 attacks against Xanthro because she was technically supposed to make 2 attacks per turn. That will miss. The first one will miss. The second one will hit, but Xanthro is going to activate Shield.
+5 to AC.
Yep. So it will prevent that attack from hitting for this round. You've still got 2 more attacks against him, though. Miss and miss. So Lilyhammer goes for 4 attacks against Xanthro. The first one he blocks with a staff. The second one she hits, but all of a sudden his body seems to glow with like this greenish, almost necrotic energy. Bounces off. She goes to strike him again, and he just parries with this staff that he has. It has like a skull on the end of it. Sentinel, I need a death saving throw.
That is a 6.
That is 1 fail for you, Sentinel.
Get good, bud.
Darby, you're
Hmm.
next.
Don't die.
Knowing that this is a wall of force, and after seeing Sentinel drop, can't say I particularly want to be on the other side of it right now. And definitely hearing Darian screaming for help.
Oh, I guess Sarian's screaming too.
Yeah, I don't remember if I can hear through the wall of force or not. That's why I said that.
I
I don't remember if it blocks sound.
Yeah, let me double check that.
Because it
That
does
is-
say nothing can physically pass through it, which
And sound is
sound is
wave.
technically physical. So
Yeah, I will say you can't hear anything from it. So you can hear
Okay.
Darian screaming, but you can't hear.
I can see
screaming.
Arthur screaming. I can't hear him though.
Yes.
He may
Um,
be
I mean,
able to get through the
you
window
hear
on
outside
3
the
times.
oh
window.
yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. that's
Oh
not
wait,
bad.
yeah, no, yeah, you'd be
Yeah,
able to
yeah,
hear.
you can hear it through the window. That's a
Okay.
great point. That's
Oh,
a great.
he's shaking the tower.
Then Darby will use his action to cast Prestidigitation at the window and create a massive shower of sparks coming out from the window, so that it just is just constantly just exploding with sparks for his action. Hopefully giving some urgency to people outside as they see this and hear people screaming. That'll be
right.
all I do.
Okay, so you just scream into the winter high water night. Arthur screaming for Jayla. Are you screaming for anyone specific? Or
I'm
you're
creating
just
a
like, "Help"?
massive shower of sparks, so there's just
Okay.
lights going everywhere.
So you've got Darian yelling into the local area, Arthur yelling that is reaching basically the entire city, and a large firework display coming from Darby right now. So this tower is a very active place right now in
Yes.
High Waters Night. Joel is going to go. He is going to run over, not into the thing, and he's going to begin beating onto the thing and realize that like he can't break through it. He kind of just looks at you, Darby, and he's like, "What do you want me to do?"
We can't hear him.
And he doesn't realize that.
I'm just making sparks. I don't.
All right, so Joel runs over to the window and also starts yelling, hearing Arthur's doing the same thing. Urtzel makes his way to the top. That is his entire turn. Darian, you are next.
What are these walls made of for this
Stone.
tower?
They're stone.
Is it like stacked stones with maybe some like mortar in between?
Yeah, most likely. It has kind of a wooden like frame on the inside too, as
I'm
like
gonna-
a struts to hold up.
I'm gonna pull out my hatchet and just start going to town by this window to see if I can make a hole.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
All right. Actually, I don't have any stats for my hatchet. Let me see if I equip it.
I'm gonna say it'd be a hand axe.
It is a hand axe. My bad. Let's see. Hand axe is +3. Okay.
You got
18.
pretty
Not
well,
bad,
Darian.
actually.
So you're just beating at the wall as hard as you can. You're not it's not enough to make like a lot of cracks, but it makes a fair amount of them. Probably if you keep at it, you will break the masonry because the
All right.
tower is old.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm staying put, hammering away. That's my turn.
Anything else for you? Okay.
Nope.
The white is going to continue to attack Lilyhammer. It will make 2 attacks. First attack will hit. Second attack will... What is her... Will miss. Will miss. Only the first attack will hit. Ooh, that's max damage. That's 10 damage to Lilyhammer, but she is still on her feet and fighting. Arthur, you're next.
Tell Jayla where to find you.
Well, I figured they'd understand. If you hear a sound, you can pretty typically locate it, especially a loud sound. So,
But it's super, super loud. After some point, it'd just be loud noise.
I mean, there is a massive shower of sparks coming out of here, too.
Well,
though.
yeah, now. I'm just saying in general. Or like a little bit of what's going on here.
Remember, each round is roughly 6 seconds of time.
yeah.
Those are long,
Arthur,
long.
since he doesn't want to waste thaumaturgy again, so Arthur is going to turn back around, seeing that Sentinel dropped, seeing that Urtzel has arrived, and his friends are locked behind a wall. Arthur is going to kind of steel his nerves a bit, and he is going to 5, 10, 15 stand over Sentinel's unconscious body, and I am going to attack the big
Xanthro.
bad evil guy.
Xanthro, give me an
Xanthro.
attack roll.
Oh,
So Ursula did come up with the stone, so they might.
oh, that is natural
Okay.
20 again. So that's going to be
Oh.
27.
Doesn't matter. Natural 20 will in fact hit Xanthro.
Yeah.
Shield or not.
Yeah, so he's still in shield.
So that's 14.
No, I'm just gonna move you so we can see Arthur.
28 plus 5 is 33. 33 damage with the first strike.
He takes 33. So you
Nice.
strike Xanthro and he's and he backs up. His kind of blood spews out from where you struck him. He is definitely still on his feet though.
I'm going to attack him again.
Go ahead.
That is 15 plus 7, so 22.
That will miss with his shield activated.
Okay.
So it just bounces right off of him.
Okay. Standing my ground over Sentinel, just unfazed, just totally ready to die here in this moment. Arthur is going to face down against Xanthro.
Xanthro will go. Arthur, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
2.
Oh.
4.
Ooh.
4. So Arthur, as Xanthro produces, what does he produce here officially for this spell? As he kind of pulls out a pinch of lime, water, and earth and throws it upon you. Speaking the spell word, you feel your arms and legs begin to turn to stone as you are restrained.
All right.
Which stone will be the castle? And Xanthro is going to go 5, 10, 50. He's going to stand next to Joel. Arthur, even though you're restrained, you may still take an opportunity of attack, but it will be a disadvantage because you're restrained down.
Lilyhammer also gets an opportunity attack.
Lilyhammer will also get an opportunity of attack.
I rolled
was there.
2 17, so 17 plus 7 is 24. Does that hit his shield?
That
Shield
does.
is down.
Oh,
I
Shield
believe.
is down. It will
Yes.
hit him.
Yeah,
Lilyhammer will
it goes
miss.
off when his turn
Okay.
starts. I
so
believe.
it's just gonna
You
be
will not
1.
get sneak attack as
Right,
you've already
Right,
used it.
right, correct. Yep. So 8 damage.
Not bad.
All right, he takes 8 damage. He's still on his feet, though. Jamie, death save.
All right.
One more success and you're not dead.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, you're
Up by
up.
1. You come up by
Jamie's down.
1.
You're
and
up.
this is why you roll, because I earned that shit.
Jamie, you are up by 1.
Yeah.
All right.
You're
I
already
think
awake.
does that end your turn, I believe, still? Because you went up?
Yeah, because you do your death save at the end of your turn, I believe.
At the end of my turn, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm
he is,
up by
he is
1.
conscious
So he
and
is
has
unconscious.
1 health.
Yeah.
All
and
right, so
prone.
Lilyhammer's going to keep raging on the white here.
You're
And
just
that,
gonna wake up like.
Ugh.
yeah, so Jamie, you're just like, as you just immediately come to.
You Jon Snow it.
Yeah.
It saves your life, and now you have faith.
Nope, there was nothing. There was nothing
Just
on the
straight
other
Rick
side.
and Morty, Rick and the Void.
That will hit
please.
the white.
I knew it. You are
Second
right.
attack. Second attack from Lilyhammer is a nat 20 against the white.
Woo.
So
I
that
might on the count. I might have to take him off.
is
Let's go.
11 damage.
Pick that crossbow up, Jamie.
The crossbow is on the ground still.
The crossbow is
You didn't
broken.
pick it back up.
You never used it.
Oh, I tried to use it to block my.
Right,
My-
but you didn't
The
fire
white
it.
Oh,
is
yeah.
still on its feet because she rolls a 1 on her natural 20.
Feel bad.
Lilyhammer.
That no, I need
That's
a roll.
it.
A 16.
That is a pass.
That passes. Darby.
Well, the force is quite tricky. Anything I can do other than continue to just make more
You're gonna help me
rolls?
make a hole in the fucking wall.
Yeah, what do I have to help you with, huh? I have no spell slot. I don't have any items that would help with that.
I'll hold out my quarterstaff.
Like, I'm just...
Wait, Darby, could you not Misty Step out of the tower and then run back up the top?
I could just Misty Step to the other side of the wall. I don't know
Wait,
if I
you
want to
have
be
Misty
over
Step?
there, though. Yeah, I have
You
Misty
had
Step.
Misty
All
Step
his
this whole
teammates are
time.
dying, and Darby's just like, I'm still over here.
Well, I'm safe here, and I don't want to die.
Darian will remember this.
Hey, question.
Preservation of self.
Has Xanthro been making concentration checks for the
I don't-
wall of force?
He's
Is that a
only-
wall?
he's-
Let's
Oh,
see,
oh,
who
he
hit
did
my-
get. I'm sorry. He did
Yeah,
get
he
attacked
did
by
take
Arthur. I forgot to do
damage.
Yeah,
that.
he got
Arthur,
hit
how much
twice.
did your nat? How much did your nat 20 do again?
Oh,
33,
yeah. 33.
33 damage.
33.
So,
So 17.
16. You have to beat 16 or
16,
something.
17.
He beats it, and then
Yeah.
the other one was a how much
Eight.
damage?
Eight
So it'd be a
damage.
10. He also beats it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Did
Just-
Lilyhammer also
just
do
keeping
combat?
everybody
Just
up.
giving
No,
it
thank you
live.
for reminding me. I'm
Yes.
in the combat moment right now. It's a great
Yeah.
thing to remind me of.
I was thinking about that, but I was like, I don't think anyone's hit Xanthro since.
I'm
for
paying
sure.
attention.
No, that's,
I'm
yes,
paying
that's good. That's good.
And this
Yeah, I
is
forgot
why,
about that.
audience members, even when it's not your turn, you should be paying attention to what's happening in the fight.
It's true.
Ooh,
That's your
damn. I
D&D tip for the week.
Yeah,
Quiz is coming up, audience
as a
members.
reminder, your DM has a lot going on in his brain. He
Exactly.
forgets
That's
to do
right.
things.
So you have to be everybody.
Mm.
Everybody,
gotta
it's
be
a
your own advocate.
cooperative
That's right.
game. It's
It's
a
true.
cooperative game.
It's true. Darby, what are you doing?
Your quiz is coming up, audience members.
Yes. Your D&D quiz. Get ready for it. I'll be testing you
D&D
all
quiz.
later.
Oh, man.
Man, there's not a whole lot for me to do. I guess if Darian's extending the quarterstaff, then I guess I will move the 15 feet, grab it, and just start swinging at the wall.
What are you
suppose.
attacking with?
If Darian's offering the quarterstaff, I'll use his quarterstaff.
Okay,
Okay,
so
you
you
get the
don't have any
quarterstaff.
weapons.
Give me a roll.
I mean,
with
I still have
restraint.
a dagger on me, but a dagger is not going to make a hole.
Your Eldritch Blast is force damage. You could force
Yeah.
damage the wall.
Oh, that's right.
You could
It's
also
way
do that.
better than a quarterstaff.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll
Gambit.
just. I'll,
Gambit that wall.
Literally.
From here, I'll just kind of
Alright.
move a little bit away, and I'll
That's
just
fine.
toss a
So
card at
you
it.
produce a card, Darby. You throw it at the wall where Darian's striking. He kind of looks over, sees it burst. The wall cracks more. It is still not broken through, though. It's getting there, though. It's
Okay.
getting there.
Hip away, man.
Anything else for you?
That is all I will do. I'll move the 5 feet and chuck the card.
Joel sees Xanthro standing next to him. He's gonna punch him.
Unarmed strike.
He rolls a 2. Joel misses and decides to
He-
run. Xanthro.
He hits.
Xanthro will take an opportunity of attack with his quarterstaff.
Oh no.
Crit.
Xanthro rolls a natural 20.
Yes,
Yeah.
kill him. Kill him too.
Oh God.
Kill them both.
Fortunately, it's only 2d6 on his thing. Oh, yeah.
Kill him.
Joel is down.
That's not
Yes.
surprising.
Joel is incapacitated.
With the
I-
He's not
quarterstaff.
dead. He does not die.
Oh.
I'm
Alright.
not gonna heal him.
All right. So Urzel comes. He's going to go. Yeah, actually, he'll go 5, 10. Go ahead and take an opportunity of attack, Arthur, at disadvantage because you're restrained.
And Lilyhammer.
It's
No,
still
it's-
another
Lilyhammer's
hand.
not out of Lilyhammer's range yet.
Yeah,
Because
still
he went
another
from
hand.
here.
Oh yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
It's not gonna hit an 11.
That will definitely miss. All right. He is going to drop the stone, and he's going to take only one swipe at Lilyhammer because he is dropping the stone. That will miss Lilyhammer with a 17.
Nice.
Wow.
Darian.
Alright, I am going to continue hacking at this wall for a 5 to hit.
It's just not enough to chip it away, unfortunately, with your 5.
I will
hit
yell
you
in
hit it still.
frustration.
You yell in frustration. Anything else for you, Darian?
No, that'll be it.
All right, the white is going to two-hand attack Lilyhammer.
Yep.
Natural 20
Oh, dang.
and a miss, but it's still a natural 20, so it'll be 2d10. Yeah, only 10 damage. Lilyhammer is still on her feet. That's the white's turn. Arthur, you are next. You are restrained. You cannot move
Right.
because of the stone on you, but one sec. Let me double check something real quick with that spell.
I'm gonna see if
It's
it
the
doesn't
end of
stay.
my. I think it's
I'm
the
pretty
end
sure
of
it's
this
the
turn.
end,
I
yeah.
find the stone.
Yeah, that's what I want to make sure.
I think you make the. Or is it another save, or is it just done?
No, it's another save.
Okay. That spell's
I think it's
nuts.
the end of my next turn.
I think it is the end of this turn. But that would be your
Yep,
next
yeah,
turn.
so Arthur, you may go before making this.
All right. As my body begins to seize up and I see the stone kind of crawling up my arms, I'm going to unholster one of my pistols and shoot at Xanthro.
Give me a roll.
Advantage.
Oh, yeah, take aim.
I'm
oh.
sorry, I screwed something up, guys.
Right.
This stone spell is concentration.
Oh, yes, the walls drop.
The wall's gone.
Ah.
So technically,
Technically,
Me and Darian would be able to.
This is Darian
Interesting.
from the bathroom, full of excitement, boys.
yes.
Yeah.
Technically, you guys go. I apologize. I forgot about that.
no worries. Do you want me to wait for Darian to take his turn first? Or
Yes, you guys may retake your turn. I apologize about
Okay.
that.
I will.
no
be
worries. You're good,
alright.
man. Don't worry about it.
You have
My-
18
Yeah, there's
people to
there's
touch
like 6
right
people here you're paying attention to. Remembering who's concentrating on what is always difficult.
Alright, so
apologize. Oh.
my
Don't worry about it.
hunter's mark is still
It's still on Xanthro.
Xanthro, so I'm going to
As is my
attack him.
hex.
Darby
Oh.
goes first before you, Darian, because Xanthro cast the thing on his turn. You would be first, Darby.
Okay. So then I will, instead of hucking my card at the wall, I will huck it at Xanthro, who has my hex.
Go ahead.
Dang! If only. That was almost a natural 20, but that is a 26 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll.
And with the extra, I believe Hex is a D6 of necrotic. Yes.
Fuck them up, boys.
Oh, not bad actually. That
Always.
is 8 plus 5 is 13 force damage, and then an extra 3 necrotic on top.
16.
Okay,
Okay, Xanthro is still on his feet.
Though he would
Darian,
need to make
you
a
may go.
concentration check for
Alright.
the spell on Arthur. Since he would have cast it, and then I
Passes
would've
with a 23.
Okay.
Ugh.
I will go to hit with a 19.
He will cast shield and block it.
Damn it.
What guy?
What a guy.
Let's
I will still
waste this
yell. I will
spell
still yell in frustration. That will be kept from my previous turn.
So technically, it's back to me now then,
Yes.
right?
Yes, it is
Yes,
10.
So I already rolled a disadvantage. I kept my die rolls because I'm not going to change my turn. I can't move. So I'm just
Yes.
going to very dramatically and slowly, as my hand turns to stone, I'm going to flip up my pistol and shoot at Xanthro. But a disadvantage, that's going to be 16.
It'll miss even without his shield, so it just bounces off of his shielded body.
As that happens, I will roll for my concentration or my constitution. That's a 10.
That misses, Arthur. The thing continues to climb up your body, but you are not fully frozen yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Xanthro goes.
Run.
Wrong.
I said run.
Yeah, run.
I said run. He's going to kill you.
I physically cannot run.
Yeah.
Ooh,
This is why I
Darian.
maintained my bonus action.
Darby.
Oh, boy.
Give me a charisma save.
Oh, good.
Is this to be charmed?
It is not.
Okay, just asking because I have advantage on those.
You do.
Is
you
this
do not-
magically
not-
putting me to sleep?
Nope.
Okay, I cannot be magically put to sleep. Just making sure.
I can.
I can't.
I
That
can
is
magically be put to sleep too.
That is a 24 on the charisma save.
Wow, you succeed. You're still going to take
Silence.
I'm still going.
Oh,
to
I'm sorry. Not a charisma and intelligence save.
With an intelligence, that was a 17 on the die, so that is an 18 for the save.
Unfortunately, you fail, so you're going to take 46 there. Sorry, charisma. I saw charisma first.
That is
Darby,
okay.
you are going to take 14 points of damage. You are also going to reduce your intelligence and charisma to 1. You've been feeble-minded.
Oh, nice.
My God.
Ooh, and I believe, let me check my constitution. I also lose Hex. I lost concentration.
Yeah, you can't concentrate on spells when you're feeble-minded.
Oh,
Anyway.
Oh, that's
Darby,
true.
You literally
Yeah.
have the intelligence of a potted plant.
Yes, Darby, as a heads up, you know who your allies are. You know bad things are going on.
You've been reduced
But-
to primal instinct. You're essentially
Yeah.
like intelligent as a moth. Like
Okay.
you're literally just.
I will look it up so I know what I can do on my next turn.
We are going to mark that with
You're drooling.
A lot of status effects going on in this fight.
Yeah.
a lot of status effects. We'll get
That's what
that.
happens when you fight somebody well out of your league.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break because I have to use the restroom very badly, and Jamie is next, who is on his feet.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yep.
So we will take a quick break here, folks, and we will be back in just a few minutes. Enjoy the epic music. Let's be back by 9 o'clock. Let's say 9 o'clock.
Plan, gentlemen.
We're back.
Oh,
Hello.
man. That'd be
All
so
All
great.
right. Let's continue this battle with Dr. Watts, who has just recovered from a
Yes.
terrible
Oof.
battle injury.
I am up. I am healthy. I am wealthy.
You are not
You're
at
funny.
I
Yeah,
am
we-
rich.
You have
I
1
didn't either of
HP.
those things.
I am one of those things. Okay, so a couple things we're gonna do
Up
first.
to you to.
I am gonna take my potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Yourself? Yep. On myself.
44 plus 4.
Yeah, 44 plus 4. Let me just get these things. Boop, 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 boop. Rolling. A little bit easier than me rolling everything. Well, that's not great. That is a 12. So I will give myself 12.
It's better than
Oh,
nothing. You're at 13
yeah.
HP.
13. It's
I'll-
better than.
I'll update you on
Okay.
roll 20 here. So you have
Thank
13.
you very much.
Oh,
All right,
no.
and then I am going to go back up the stairs.
You will probably be able to get about here with the height of the stairs here.
How high are the stairs?
It's about. Let me double check here. I'm on the wrong page. I was reading something else
Yes,
here.
read it, because then it is.
This matters. This matters.
He does have.
Keep
his
in mind,
bonus
Jamie
action
is
to
an
dash.
urchin,
He does.
Yeah.
so he can move twice as fast through cities.
When I'm not in combat,
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunately, urchin doesn't
Find
matter.
a back alley through the staircase.
Yes.
Would you
What is
look
this,
at
Harry
this?
Potter?
It's the secret entrance
guys
to the
didn't
second
see
floor.
You guys keep missing this, but because I'm a
Little do you-
streetwise youth.
Little do you know, if you talk to the hooligan over on the east side of the tower, he gets you up to the second floor,
Yeah.
5 seconds
The
faster.
ceiling, the stairs, and an elevator is just gonna appear.
Yeah.
Jamie, the ceilings are 15 feet high
Oh,
in this
easy.
room here. So
Okay,
you can
yeah,
make
so
it up there in like 15 feet.
Yeah, I'm already up there. I have a 40-foot movement speed.
You're up there.
Well, that's right. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. And then it was. So that was action to take the thing. So if it's 15 feet, 15 to get up.
Yep.
15 to get up the stairs.
It's
That's
20 to get
30.
up because it's
20 to
half
get
your
up 'cause it's
movement.
half your
20,
movement, yeah.
20. It's half your movement to stand up. If you
Oh.
have a movement of
Yeah.
40, it's
So
half.
Oh,
you-
yeah.
So you've gone
You've gone 35 feet.
35 feet.
35
already.
feet.
So you have 5 feet of movement.
All
still,
right, cool. I have 5 foot of
excluding
movement,
anything else.
and I will go here.
'Kay.
And then, do I know that this is a white?
I'm gonna say probably not. These are relatively powerful undead, as far as undead go.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Do I know that this is a undead creature?
Yeah, I mean it's riding zombie flesh. And you've
Okay,
encountered
cool.
it.
Then I'm gonna attack it.
Go ahead, attack it. I mean, it's very
Yeah.
clearly engaged with Lilyhammer, and there's this whole just shitstorm going on.
There's
So
blood and sinew and everything around this room.
Yeah.
go
I
ahead
run
and give
in.
me a roll, Dr. Watts.
Here we go. Don't attack often, so. Oh well, that's a 10. That's why we don't.
Is that even with your modifier?
Yeah, that's with my modifier.
That will miss. You'll go to swipe, and you'll just miss the white as you go to attack it.
Cool. Then that is all my things I can do.
All right, Lilyhammer's gonna go. She's gonna attempt to attack the white twice. Miss.
Oh wait, I would have advantage on that attack, because Lily.
Why would you have it? Well, you wouldn't have advantage. You just have sneak attack.
Oh no, I don't. Yeah, I don't have
Yep.
attacking. I don't have attack.
Lilyhammer unfortunately misses with a 2 and a 7. So Sentinel
Sentinel,
saved.
20. Do it.
That was a 13.
That's still
That's
passed.
a
Two
success.
saves.
Two
Yeah,
saves.
passes.
2 saves. Darby, you're drooling from the mouth hole.
Yeah, I am completely feeble-minded. I looked it up. Unfortunately, I'm not able to cast spells at all.
Nope.
So
Yep.
You know what a spell is. You
Yeah.
are like Neanderthal.
my
Literally,
initial
you just
thought
see
was,
Joel at your feet, passed out. You know he's a friend.
yeah, I'm going to take a wonderful book out of the third Code Geass movie, or the sequel movie, and I'm going to, just completely frightened and scared, Darby's going to curl up in a ball, crouch facing the corner of the wall, and just take the dodge action.
Yep.
All right,
Yep,
you've taken the.
that's all.
Anything else for you, Darby?
That is all he's doing. He is just curled up in a ball.
All right, Joel's gonna go. Joel rolls a natural 20.
He's up.
Joel's up.
Unfortunately, he
is
can't
up.
do anything.
No,
Let's
he
go,
can't do anything.
Joel.
All right,
Joel's
so
alive.
Urthel's gonna go. He's gonna attack Lilyhammer with one of his swords. That is a natural 20 on Lilyhammer here. She's got to make a dex
He's
save
gonna
for
die.
that will fail. Lilyhammer's gonna take full poison
dead.
damage here.
Ooh, that's
Double
like
poison damage because she's does net 20. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah.
be.
Double all
I gotta roll. I gotta roll on the computer.
Darren, you gotta get the stone.
so Lilyhammer's
Hot.
dead.
sorry.
Darren, you gotta get the stone.
Yeah, sorry, Sentinel.
Oh yeah, the
Alright.
stone's on the
I
ground.
have
isn't it?
no
Yeah,
awareness.
Yeah, I know. But when you do have awareness,
Man, I was even gonna give Lilyhammer. God, this is 14d6.
yeah, no, there's not a lot you can do about that one.
That is
minimum of
64
14
damage on Lilyhammer.
You say 64.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
roll minimum
She's
damage,
not-
that's like
she is-
good
she is
damage for
dead.
me.
Lilyhammer, as he strikes her right through the back, and pulls his sword out. Lilyhammer falls over, strikes the ground, dead. Unfortunately. And Urtzel is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and attack you, Darian.
Fuck you, Earth.
Oh, what? Really? Why?
Because I asked for it, I guess.
I'm right here.
You are right
can't
there.
kill me, bud. Why would you attack this random dude?
That is, he can't kill you. That is a 16. Oh, no, 18. I'm sorry, 18.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Dex
16 would have
save.
tied.
Dex save.
16
Oh,
still a hit. If it ties, it's still a hit though.
Frick. 13.
That will fail, so you're going to take the full brunt here. I have to clear this. I'm just going to roll on the computer again. That's what happens when you get guys who get like 1,000 dice of damage.
I mean, that's what happens when rogues start getting up there at paladins as well. They get that 20. Here comes 30 d8s. Let's go.
I'm just gonna go to 0 HP.
Wow. 23.
Okay.
Roll.
Did they roll terribly?
Yeah, he rolled really bad. He rolled 3 1s in that.
Ooh.
Nice.
I will take it.
Are you
Oh, I'm
still
sorry.
alive?
One sec.
I am still alive. I'm still decent.
20. I'm sorry. I rolled a d6, not a d8. 27.
Okay, so 4 more damage than what I just took.
Yes. You're still up
Okay.
though,
I am still up.
Mr. Kips.
Well, Urtzel has drawn my hand here. But I still have a vendetta against this asshole, so I'm gonna shoot him again.
Go ahead. You're at disadvantage because Urtzel's there.
Oh, that's right.
Unless you have crossbow expert, I found out.
I do not.
Right, that was true.
I'll
Yes.
do the smart
Crossbow
thing
expert
and
does
just.
not require it to be a crossbow. Any range attack.
I
is at,
will
level.
do the smart thing and attack Urtzel with my quarterstaff. So let me change
ahead.
my damage modifier really quick before I forget. There we go. All right. For a. Oh wow, I'm not as good with the quarterstaff. 10 to hit. Yikes.
That will miss. You go to strike him, and he just knocks it away with his off blade.
I will let Urtzel know that he is a very distasteful fellow. And that'll be my
You
turn.
let him know he is a very distasteful fellow. All right. The white's turn. He's going to attack you, Jamie, because you attacked him, and Lilyhammer is down. First, the longsword. That will be a 21 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
All right, Jamie, you're going to take not much damage, 4 damage.
Okay.
Not bad.
And he will do the exact same thing again. Ooh, that will probably miss. That is a 7.
That's a miss.
Arthur.
All right, so I'm still seizing up.
Yep, you're
I'm
still
going
restrained.
Since my pistol is already out and aimed where I want it to aim, I'm going to shoot again at Mr. Evil.
Go ahead.
I'm at disadvantage.
Can you
Yes.
do
You are at
take aim
disadvantage.
while you're restrained?
Yes, technically as a bonus action, I'm not moving, so I could take
Yeah.
aim.
Oh, yeah, you
Yep.
do have that ability,
Yeah.
so it would give you regular at that point.
Yeah, so it'd just
what
be a
I'm gonna
normal
say.
roll. All right, let's try that.
I was thinking about that. I was like, can you do that?
Oh,
I think you can, right?
That's only gonna be a 13.
Ooh.
That will unfortunately miss him. I am curious here, though. What does restraint say here?
I know it just like reduces your movement to 0, but I don't think
Speed
that
becomes 0,
actually
you have advantage rolls,
matters.
speed
for
attack rolls
taking.
against you have advantage. Creatures attack rolls and dex save throws. have
Yeah,
disadvantage.
Yeah,
I would
'cause
say
I'm
that's a
pretty sure
perfectly
taking
legal
just
move.
says you can't move.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
So
say
Arthur,
can't
you have missed that. So
your
that is
thing.
missed. I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw for this spell.
This is it, boys.
roll good.
It's 4 again. I rolled another 2.
All right.
Arthur, you have completely turned to stone at this point. You are
Okay.
completely incapacitated as your body turns to stone.
All right. I will basically just ignoring the fact that I know the end is coming. I'm going to like continue to reload my gun, and like as I turn to stone, it's just aimed at Urtzel.
Nice.
Okay.
With the gun
I
out,
like it.
sideways, kill shot.
Xanthro is looking actually pretty rough in this fight. I'm very surprised at what you guys have been able to do here. Also, because you're fully stoned, Arthur, his spell has ended at this point.
Yep.
It's like I need to... Okay. Wow, you've really messed this guy up. What does that turn you into? Jamie,
need
I
a-
need you to make me a wisdom save.
Okay, here we go. Wisdom. It's not great. All right, so that is 20. 18 plus 2.
That fails, unfortunately.
Dang it.
You have been polymorphed into a bunny rabbit.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, hey, that is
You're-
some
you're-
free temp HP, even if it's not a
Yep.
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are a
Doesn't
little
he,
tiny.
he has the intelligence of a bunny rabbit now, though. So
Oh,
he
You are
has
a
no idea what's
little,
going on.
little.
I thought you kept your
Tiny.
mental stats in polymorph.
No, that's
Nope.
the distinction between a
Oh,
druid
yeah.
and polymorph.
Yeah.
So if you polymorph into a moth, you forget everything. You literally are just like, oh, there's a light, and you fly towards the light.
You
So
know,
you
I
have to
thought
be really
polymorph you
conscious
still
as to-
maintain your alignment and
Nope.
stuff.
Nope, you take everything. You are
Oh.
physically that thing.
All right, Jamie, you are a bunny rabbit, and it's your turn as the bunny rabbit.
Well, I can't do anything, so.
That's why druid
Gonna-
wild shape is so much more valuable.
You're just gonna hop around as a bunny.
Yeah.
So, for those who are still conscious, Darian.
It
And I
does
guess
retain
Darby-
alignment and personality for polymorph, so he
So
does
you
know
are
who
a-
his friends are.
Yes. So Darby and Darian, because you're the only one currently awake, and I guess Joel, you realize you see Jamie turn into a bunny and just kind of pop away. Sentinel, another save.
An 8.
Ooh, that's a fail.
Ooh, that's a fail.
2 fails and 2 saves.
Oh,
All right.
God. I can't
Darby.
lose Sentinel. I can't
Darby.
lose Sentinel.
Doing this, I'm just continuing to cower in fear in the corner, just in a ball, holding onto the hat as tight as I can. Just,
Literally, Darian's our only hope.
There's the
All
only
right,
one that can
Joel
actually
is-
do anything.
Joel is gonna go. He's gonna go
Back
5,
up.
10, 15, 20. He's gonna try to stabilize you, Sentinel.
Oh, thank
Ooh.
God.
14. That's a pass.
Nice. Sentinel's alive.
Yes. Not conscious, but alive.
The left. Urzel is going to go,
Fuck you, Ursul.
and he'll start by attacking you, Darian.
Do it. Do it at 20, Ursul. I don't give a shit. Let's go.
17.
Yeah, that'll hit. What do you
Give me
got,
a
Ursul?
dex- Give me a dex, baby.
What do you got, Ursul? 17.
That passes.
Alright, Ursul. You ain't that tough.
15 points of damage to you.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right.
So Joel's the only one currently up
That can
and
actually
kind
do
of
anything.
ready to
Technically, Darby is. I have a
No,
I'm feeble-minded
Also-
also. I can't
Jamie is
actually do
technically
it.
is polymorph. He's still in combat also.
Yeah, Sentinel also.
Sentinel's unconscious,
He's
though.
just
I'm
stabilized. He's
unconscious,
not
though.
conscious.
Oh, yeah, because you're not.
Joel
he's
just
not a healer.
stabilized him.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
doesn't
well-
have the healer feat.
That's dumb. You should have let him heal himself by alive.
Darian, death save.
Is there any modifier in death saves?
No, it's
Nah.
just straight.
Yeah, just
Plain.
raw.
I got a 5.
That's a fail.
We're done, boys. It's been
You
good.
guys are done. I'm a bunny rabbit. If they stab me, I can get back up and start doing stuff.
Yeah,
That's
so
true,
actually,
yeah.
the right is going to attack you twice, Jamie.
No, so,
Oh.
like, what's my AC? What's my AC as a bunny rabbit?
Let me.
Like what?
I just pulled it up. 11.
Wow, that's actually higher than I thought.
Yeah,
it
for a
was.
And
bunny?
automatically it hits with a 12.
Dang.
So it's gonna do.
Wait, no, it doesn't. That's a roll at disadvantage because I am a rabbit and I'm retroactively taking the dodge action as a rabbit
Okay,
would
okay,
do
I'm
in a
okay with
room
that.
full of enemies.
It's. I rolled another 6. It's still a 12.
Okay, well,
That is
you
fair.
gotta fight for yourself.
You may have earned it. You may have earned it, Jamie.
Yeah. He had to earn that hit.
Jamie, it does 3 damage to you. Rabbit has 1 HP, so you just take 2 damage.
I'm
to your
back,
main guy.
baby.
And now you are Jamie again.
I'm back, baby. Still taking the dodge action.
And he's gonna go ahead and attack you normally a second time with the dodge action.
What's
Well,
the
he rolled a
disadvantage?
natural 20, but he rolled a 16 that time.
Just made it.
Dang it.
That is 6 points of damage to you.
Oh, I'm still alive, baby.
You still up?
I have 1
You were,
HP.
Jamie, we discussed
So you
this.
have
We're
1,
supposed
you
to
have 1
grab.
HP? You have 1
What?
HP?
I have 1 HP, yeah.
Damn. Arthur, you are a stone statue. You do nothing.
No, you are petrified.
I am literally petrified. I am.
I'm
if
laying on
knocked
the
over,
ground.
If I am knocked over, I will shatter and I will be dead.
I'm laying on the ground like
Thankfully,
I
you're
am dead.
technically not.
That is what I'm doing right now.
I'm just a big stone statue.
All right. Oops. Xanthos casting firebolt at you, Jamie.
I'm laying on the ground like I'm dead.
Wait, what'd you say, Jamie?
I said I'm laying on the ground like I'm dead.
Oh.
Joel's still up and like clearly a human being.
Well, so you would just
Well,
have
hasn't attacked a single.
do a deception roll then. Like, can you believe it? Because
Yeah. Give me a deception roll here to see if you could fake him out.
All right. I don't have deception very well, so we'll see.
Hey, you could roll well.
Sure, you never want performance.
What is that?
20.
20.
Ah!
That's right,
He
baby.
thinks you're dead. He thinks you're dead.
That's straight 20 because I have 0 in deception.
He thinks you're dead. He's going to go ahead and attack Darby then.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
wow.
even meaner.
I do have dodge action up, so he has
Look what
disadvantage.
you caused, Jamie. All of this is your fault.
I feel kind of bad
That
about
is,
that.
even with disadvantage, it is a 19 because he has
That-
plus 15 to hit you.
That will hit
Yeah.
still.
Did you say
Oh.
plus 15?
Yes.
Oh,
And
that's so
because
sad.
he is a what level spellcaster is he?
You started this combat. Arthur was literally just gonna surrender.
I thought I could have.
Wait, you're blaming me for this?
Adrian, you literally took a arrow
You
out.
did. You were the
You
one who
knocked an
started it.
arrow.
To be fair,
Darby,
Sentinel on the start.
Darby, you take 33 points of
I'm not
fire
saying it's
damage,
not
so you lost the
justified, I'm
firebolt.
just
I
saying, this
am
is fair.
unconscious.
I'll take the blame.
Jamie, you are next.
Oh my god.
Jamie,
This
just get
is
5
Oh,
nat
get
20.
out of there, he
the
dropped the
move.
phone.
This
Run,
is the
Jamie.
No. I thought about this. I don't know if I have enough speed to do it, but I think I do. Okay, I'm going to get up. I don't.
After movement,
Do I have to get up? Can I just like roll on the ground?
Yeah, you can.
Sonic the Hedgehog
I
this.
don't remember if crawling is
I mean, like, I don't
considered
know.
difficult terrain or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it difficult terrain if you're gonna just like roll on the floor.
And that's exactly what I needed you to say. Because
Okay.
difficult terrain does not matter to me because I have the mobile feet, excuse me. So I'm going to roll.
Okay, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this.
Ethan's
Yup.
like, you piece of shit.
Yeah, he gave
Five.
me the meta.
And then I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
15, 20,
You do have to get up to get this. Oh, you're just rolling over to second.
25. I'm gonna use my action to use a healer's kit on.
Go ahead.
Oh my god.
This fight is not over yet.
This fight's not over.
This is so
This is
stupid.
a
Okay.
pony fight.
I love
Like,
it. I
okay.
honestly, you guys
Jayla,
have done
where's
so well against
Jayla?
this uber high level opponent. I will
Yeah.
say I didn't break out like his most deadly spells. I could have ended this like that. I wanted
Yes.
to play around, but
That was
So
great.
that is 12 HP to Sentinel
sounds
Who
like
is
you're
now
on your feet with 12 HP.
on your feet, or at least on the ground with.
Yeah, you're,
Yeah,
you're
that-
on
awake.
12.
And then
You is the
that was
Arthur
my-
frozen in stone, and besides
yeah, I can't really do
dead,
anything.
killing.
I can't
Oh,
do
You
no,
can't
this
do
is
anything
right.
for Arthur at this
I'm
point.
just describing what Sentinel wakes up to seeing.
Oh,
is
yeah.
a stone Arthur and Lilyhammer bleeding profusely dead on the ground.
Then I'm going to, because that was my action, and my bonus action for the disengage. That's 25. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 30. And then for my object interaction,
You'll grab
I'm
the stone.
taking the stone from the ground and I'm literally going to roll it down the stairs. Down to the
like you're gonna roll it from where you are.
Yeah, just like roll it down
There
the stairs.
is a body here, and Arthur.
Oh,
there's not like
yeah.
a clear path to you. To
Okay,
it.
well then in that case, I'm taking this. Oh, actually no. My object interaction is going to be the table, and I'm pushing the table to go in front of me, so I have got full cover,
You have full
I will-
cover. I'm okay with that. And the
and the
stone,
stone
is
is
next to you.
next to me.
Anything else for you, Dr. Watt?
That is all I can do.
No, you are on your feet with 12 hit points.
All right.
You have to when you're on
yeah,
your feet,
you're
you're on the ground.
on the
You're on the
ground.
ground.
You are prone, but you have
Come
both
on,
hit points,
baby.
Yeah.
You can do
and you are
it.
conscious.
So Jamie, I'm gonna move you right here. Just assume you're on the other side of the table here.
That was the best thing I've ever done. So I'm good with however this plays out. I've made this work.
So where the stones? Where?
It's
It's
with me
with Jamie behind the table.
behind the
over here.
table.
Oh, it's
Arthur is
with
a giant
Jing.
stone statue, and then Darian and Darby are both unconscious on the ground, bleeding out, and Lilyhammer is also
dead.
dead.
Lilyhammer is dead.
And
Yep.
Joel is just kind of standing
There.
there.
Yeah.
Stabilized you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, he
Joel.
did.
He did.
I
But
mean,
he is just being Joel.
stabilized you, that I showed up and was being awesome.
Killed you.
So I'm gonna look at Xanthro and say, I mean, what are you doing here? If you're really trying to save, Elyssia and everything that's in it to stop these beckonings, you've got the stone. I mean, you've done your damage. You've shown, yourself. Let's end this.
You're the one that's still fighting. Hand the stone over in the sense.
I mean, it's in the room. I think you can take it if you wanted.
Well, there's a few people in here who don't seem to abide by that decision. Why don't you talk to them? They're your friends.
Dr. Watts?
Yeah, Sentinel. What's up, bud?
As if you're not. That has heard what just happened. That's that stone there. Are you tied to it?
I can take it or leave it at this point. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't think we're gonna make it out of here if we don't.
I'm gonna. Can I peek my head over the table to see how many of my people are down in comparison?
Darby's down, Darian's down, Arthur is a stone statue, Joel looks like he's been beat to hell, and Sentinel doesn't look great either. And there's still a white in the room.
Yes.
Literally none of
Lily's
his allies,
dead.
none of his allies are even down, and all of our allies are incapacitated.
It's just you
Okay.
and Sentinel.
And I'm gonna say.
I like
Does
those
Joel really
odds.
count?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Say I left those on.
Dr. Watts is gonna be like, well, I mean, I could keep going.
It's
Clearly
TPK
these guys-
time, boys.
Clearly
I
these
can do
guys.
this all day.
I was gonna say, clearly these guys have a tough time keeping people down. But if they're tired, I can let them. Walk.
Are you two choosing to end combat?
That's basically what Jamie's saying. But
Yeah, he's
Leaving
being
it up to-
stubborn.
He's being
he
tough
is.
guy right now.
I realize he's being swarmy. I'm just making sure you guys are choosing to end the combat scenario.
yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
okay.
no, I.
Sentinel in all of that is not going to challenge Dr. Watts' strength or willingness to continue
His
to
resolve.
fight. He's just going to walk over and grab the stone. And I mean, I can't make it back over to him if we're still in combat, but I will just offer it out in front of him, hold it up like Simba, and
Oh, you take the stone.
yeah.
Okay.
Why is my song not playing?
He's like, "I'm not leaving combat."
Oh, oh man, I really kind of want to do
It's
something.
probably because
right.
it's a loop, so it's constantly skipping back to
Oh.
the same song.
I have to turn the loop off. That makes sense.
Yeah.
New bot, everyone. I apologize. I was waiting for it.
Is there
Can we
anything
just
with
take a
keys?
Isn't
minute
that creepy
to-
music playing?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Can we just take a
So I
minute
can
to
remove it.
appreciate that we all hit the point of hysterical laughter, thinking we were all gonna die here?
We are.
It's still a possibility. I don't know.
I'll
Okay,
still
I was
die.
literally a roll away from dying.
All right.
I
So,
could still
Sentinel,
die.
you walk over to take the stone from. I mean, not really take it, but to grab the stone where Jamie is.
Yeah.
All right. Urtzel steps forward. He holds out his hands and he goes, "Give it to me, chicken. Give it to me."
He's not a chicken, apparently. It's a different thing. I can understand you, but it's only the cool don't know.
Dr. Watts finally has a character-defining moment about chickens.
Yes. Ugh.
I'm not gonna hand it to you. Just take it.
Fine, I will. And Urzel walks up and he just plucks the stone. And he, unless you're going to do anything about it, he'll make his way over to Xanthro here.
I'm gonna say, hey guy from earlier.
He-
I need
He
I need
ignores
to tell
as
you
you walk
something.
over.
I need to tell you something.
Say it. He's ignoring you.
It's like you should look at your pants.
What about my pants?
I ripped your pants from earlier. You're gonna have to give Taylor, but that's two zip me, man. That's two zip me.
He kind of looks back, and he stands next to Xanthro, who steps forward, clashes his staff on the ground. He goes, "Enough with this mockery." And he wipes some blood from his face. He's actually pretty beat up here. I mean, you guys did a pretty good number on this guy. And he steps forward and he kind of looks around at the down Darian, the down and feeble-minded Darby and the stone Arthur, and the beat up Joel and very injured Sentinel and Jamie. He goes, "Who would have expected such a thing? That I could be contested in such a way? Matters not. The stone is mine at this point." And he walks over to Joel, who at this point was kind of on his knees. He kind of helped you, Sentinel. He has not got up from his knees. And he reaches down, he picks Joel up by his chin, and he lifts it towards his head. And he goes, "Look at you, former champion of Highwater, in your pomp and stance, thinking that you mean so much to this world. I wonder if she thinks she means the same exact thing. I wonder if all of you think you mean the same exact thing. Remember, there is nothing in this world that matters to you. You are nothing but insignificant bugs in the grand scheme of things. And now you will pay. You specifically, former champion, you will pay for everything that your friends, that everything has done to hinder me in this moment. I will make you suffer like none other." And he walks over to Merle's body. He says a couple words. And he casts Raise Dead upon her. And then brings her back as an undead corpse. And he turns to Joel and to perhaps the rest of you and says, "There will be no mourning. There will be no sorrow. There will not even be a body for you to bury. She will make an excellent servant to me as we end the beckonings once and for all. And remember who struck you down at this moment when you chose to defy me. Remember that, and never think to stand up against those that can crush you like the bugs that you are. And when you live in your happy Elyssia, you'll remember who's the one who brought it to you." And
Ooh. Oh wait.
Go ahead.
I would like to stand up
You stand up.
after he says that that no one's gonna stand up. I'm gonna stand up right before he leaves. I'm
Alright.
looking at him.
Urzel, Xanthar sees you, but he doesn't much care. But Urzel sees you do this in an act of defiance, Jamie, and he simply smiles at you. And the portal illuminates in a bright and shining passion, just as it had when they arrived. And with an instant, I just deleted the body of Hammer. With an instant, they vanish, leaving the party where it is. Jamie and Sentinel, you are the only ones who are up currently, and both Darian and Darby both need to make me death saves right now.
Nah.
Even
nah.
if I wasn't unconscious, I would have understood
Nah.
none of that because my
I'm
feeble-minded
going
cannot
to-
comprehend language.
There's no
I'm gonna go
There's no
over.
critical failures in Death.
A
Save.
1
I mean,
is
it's
2
a 1 is
fails.
2
1,
fails.
2 fails. So I guess roll right now, and if you
Yeah.
don't, if you get a 1 right
Ooh.
now, then your character's dead.
Are you dead?
I died.
Ooh.
Okay.
Did you
well,
fail
Dar-
your first?
Yeah.
Yep.
You rolled a 5.
Yeah, he rolled like a 5 or 6.
Oh wow, you rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Jamie, give me an initiative roll to see if you can get over there before he would make his save.
Okay.
I failed my first as well. I rolled an 8.
What did
What'd
you
you
roll?
get for your second
Darby?
one?
Mine,
Hold
you're
on.
not dead.
I only made
You're
1.
not-
He
Okay.
knocked him out. He knocked him out.
Oh,
Oh.
so
Yeah,
he doesn't
so-
need to make saves.
No, Darby's knocked out.
No,
He still needs to make
I
saves.
only made
Sorry,
I never made a
gracious.
save in combat because
Yeah. Okay.
my turn never
So-
came up. We
I
ended
know
combat
Darby
before.
was down. I'm sorry.
Dungeon,
Yes.
Dungeon Master.
Yes.
But
I
that
need-
was my
I
first
think
save
I
and I
should
failed.
be rolling a insight check to see who, or a medicine check to see who's worse off.
Darian is
Before I
far
rush.
worse. I'm not even gonna make
Oh,
you
you-
roll.
oh,
Darian
yeah.
is far worse. Okay. You're a
Okay.
doctor.
Then I'm gonna run over to. I will try. Initiative roll. You said.
Yes. Give me a niche.
That's 18.
That succeeds. Give me a medicine roll.
I don't need to. Healer feat means I
Healer's-
can use my healer's kit.
Heal him. Heal him.
So that is going to be 13. Or no, 12. Sorry, 12.
Darian, you are at death's door. You think you are about to see the light before Jamie comes over and he just smacks you across the face and he begins to quickly bandage. He's pumping on your heart and you barely come to before you die.
And then I'm going to, because I still only have 1 HP. I'm doing all this 1 HP, and then I
You
am
do your
going.
best work.
Yeah, that's
true.
right.
Yeah.
I am going to
You saved
then.
that lady from Herzl the one time with the 1 HP.
Jamie
I'm
really
gonna
is the
roll
encapsulation of
over
having that magic
to
pixel.
Darby, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Hold on, I have to take away another thing of the healer's kit though. So now I only have. That was 8. So then you get. Okay, well you don't get as much.
That's
you
fine.
get 5, 6
6 health?
total.
I
Yep,
will
6
take
total. And then I have 6 uses of left. And after I fix him and Sentinel, I'm gonna fix myself for 7 plus 3 is 10. And then I'm gonna lay down on the ground and I'm gonna be like, let's see Destiny do that.
Alright. So when Darby comes to, he's just gonna immediately like curl up into the ball again in the corner, and then wait a couple seconds and look around and see that they're gone, and then still just kind of sit there, very confused as to what's happening right now.
I just want this song to play. That is
This song
any
is
other-
just killing me. All right. I'm gonna fix this. Damn it.
Damn it, new bot.
Oh, new bot on the phone.
It
Our
is a
new
little
bard.
interesting.
Our new
The-
bard's getting some performance
programming.
anxiety, everybody.
Yeah, well, I mean, whoever programmed the bot decided to make it so that Loop makes that the only thing in the queue, apparently.
Yeah.
Instead of skipping to the next song. Which is honestly probably the easy way out.
Mm.
I respect that.
There we go.
Coding is hard.
All right, so Jamie has gone around and has kind of provided health to everyone who is able to have health, except for Arthur, who is currently a stone statue right now.
Yeah, I have no idea what to do about that.
Yeah, everyone's kind of around, coming to. Darby is still, he kind of comes to and is just like, because
Oh yeah, would
I'm
I
feeble-minded for 30 days. Or
For 30
until-
days,
Yeah, then I
until
get to make the
someone
save
casts a-
again, or I can have Greater Restoration, Heal, or Wish remove it.
Mm.
I'm technically an object at the moment. I'm no longer a person. I am a
Yeah.
stone statue.
At this point, Jamie, as you are helping the city guard and Jayla Pentagast arrive, per your guys' cry for helps.
There you go. That's
Oh,
fair
Yeah.
it's
enough.
too late.
Yep, to see what has happened.
Way to go. Took you long enough.
That is probably the best sentiment to have right now. Joel, of all of you, with maybe the exception of the stone statue who can have no emotion, seems to be the one who is the most mute and emotionless to everything, as he stays upon his knees, unable to move, unable to speak.
I will kind of explain what happened to everybody. So Arthur got petrified, and I actually don't know what's wrong with Darby.
Yeah,
I would have no idea.
Darby's just like blank mind right now. He's literally a
And I'd
shell
say
of a
that
human.
I'd say
He's a
something happened.
Neanderthal.
I
I'm saying
literally
something
can't
happened to
understand
him.
anything you guys are
Yeah.
saying either. Like, I am just in the corner trying to comprehend my surroundings and only understanding I have friends here.
He's the caveman Patrick meme.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am Caveman Patrick. I understand nothing. Me here.
All right. So, Jamie, you explained this to Jayla and to the guard and to Captain Cromley, who has arrived. You've kind of given them the idea that the necromancers are here, who Xanthro is, all of that, basically. Everything you've been able to gather from this encounter here. I don't know if you get into as much detail about Marillion and what happened to her. That's up to you, but at least the big stuff they know.
I would say that Xanthro killed Marilli,
Okay.
and then I'll resurrect and use necromancy to turn her into or turn her body into a puppet, and then I will also say that turned Arthur into a statue and did something to Darby, which I can't understand. It's not medical. What else would I say? Oh, where's the acolyte go?
That's a good point. They're technically still there. I just deleted them for the combat, so they're kind of just in the corner, cowering during this entire.
I will say you need to get information out of this one because they are the one that we're working with these people, and then I will also tell them to get treasure hunties, both of them, because this was like their bit. Like they were the ones that knew about the treasure, and so we were just trying to figure out who hurt our bar,
For sure.
which we've now done.
All right. So you explain all of this to them, Jamie. As you explained, the guard goes over. They grab the acolyte. They put her in irons, and they lead her off to the barracks. As for the rest of you, there's probably more to question, but Cromley and it's definitely Jayla kind of sees the state that everyone is in, and Jayla just looks at you, Jamie, since you seem to be the one doing most of the talking and the one who's the most able-bodied at this second, and she goes, I think it would be best if everyone rests for the day. What would the doctor think?
Yeah. Well, rest isn't. A good night's sleep's not going to help fix whatever's wrong with Arthur, and
Well,
and it's certainly not going to do that with Darby.
Maybe we can contact the Temple of the Goddess and see if they can help with whatever ails them. I've seen petrification spells before. Generally, some magic can help with that. I unfortunately don't know what's going on with Darby either. I've never seen anyone like that before.
Yeah, me either. It's like his mind got ripped out of his head.
All right, I will get with the Temple of the Goddess. I will leave you and anyone else who's able to help the rest of you out of here back to some type of rest and respite. And
No, I think we could probably just be chill. We don't want to move Arthur in case we drop him. And our inn is destroyed anyway.
You want to
This is
just hang
This
out
is as
here
good a
then?
place as any.
All right.
We don't have to move Darby either.
Well, if that's the...
Lilyhammer's body's there too, so I'm sure Sentinel wants something to do with that.
Yes,
but-
Lilyhammer is also
we're
dead
just-
in there too.
I'll say that we're good here. We're good here. Just bring people over here.
We will. I will go and talk with the Temple of the Goddess. Look after Joel, if you would. I can't imagine what's going on in his head right now.
Yeah. I can't either.
And with that, Jayla, not 100% sure what to say any more than that. She heads down the stairs as the guard takes away the acolyte. Sentinel, you are up. You have 12 hit points, so you're not looking great, but you're not looking awful. Lilyhammer is dead at your feet. She was impaled, struck through by Urtzel Flotsen's blade, which killed her immediately as the poison coursed through her body.
Yeah, I think at this point, Sentinel is still sad, confused as to what really happened and why. What in just a few years, why she had went from being in the city and being raised by Gorgs and then to come to this and be a part of this necromancer. But I think, is there any sort of like letter supplies and things like that in this tower?
No, nothing like that. It's mostly abandoned at this point.
Okay, so I'll wait on that and I'll see
Someone
if I
may
can.
have parchment or something on them. I don't know what everyone packed they took and stuff, but
I'm gonna go over to.
Your
I
stone,
don't
so
know anything.
yeah,
about what you're
Arthur's
saying.
unable to do anything. His whole body, everything on him is stone.
Even
gonna
if
go
you
over
asked me,
to-
I don't know what you would be asking, and I don't think I have any anyways.
I'm gonna go over to Sentinel and I'm gonna put my hand on his little bird shoulder, and I'm gonna say, "Sorry for your loss. I know that's probably got to be really tough. Are you ready for some harsh truths? It's not going to be fun what I'm about to say. You're not going to enjoy it, but it's a time sensitive issue.
I guess lay it on me, Doc.
You're going to need to cut off her head. We're dealing with necromancers now. And if you want what happened to Marilli to happen to your friend, then you need to leave her body intact. Otherwise, you should probably get to taking that apart."
As you say that, Jamie, to Sentinel, Joel, yeah, he's conscious. He hears you. He kind of looks up and he looks at you, Jamie. He goes, "Why would you take off her head? Marilli was alive. She got up. She walked with Xanthro and they left together."
Joel, you're not ready for this conversation, so I'm going to agree with you. And that's exactly what happened.
Right. So why would you cut her head off? She might get up too. Really cut
No, Lilyhammer is not the same as Marilli. Lilyhammer is
Oh.
dead.
Okay. And he kind of just sinks back, and he's just staring at the spot, like where he had dragged her body over here, where he watched as Xanthro resurrected her from the dead, not able to comprehend exactly what happened.
Yep, at this point, Jamie's gonna just let him be crazy for now, and then I would tell Sentinel that I would give Sentinel a look that's like, that's something you have to do. I'll either say either you do it or I do it, but it needs to be done.
No. Dr. Watts, can you help me out and place her on my back?
I got you.
And then
I'll pick her up.
and then I'll head down the stairs down to like the vestibule like area, and then I guess I'll proceed to take the one big swing with the beak axe, and
That's
I'll
gross.
say one last prayer to the goddess, and say goodbye to Lilyhammer.
All right. So Jamie picks Lilyhammer's body up, helps you put it on your back, Sentinel. You take your leave for a moment. You head down the spiral staircase into privacy under the first floor of the tower. You kind of lay Lilyhammer out. In an honorable pose, you fashion her so that her hammer is like adorned to her body. She's holding it. It extends downward. She's having a warrior's death right now. Or warrior's honor right now. And as she is laid out, you kind of hover over her body for a moment. You remember the good times. You remember you and Doomlance and Lilyhammer when you were younger going out on hunts together, fighting the sandworms within the deserts of Dorter, growing up together, learning to fight together. All of these memories and things flooding through your mind as you stare down at her lifeless body, wondering what could have gone different, what possibly could have preluded her mind to the point to make her join necromancers. And then at the snap of a finger, decide to assist you in fighting them. And as you wonder perhaps where her honor was, where her honor really lied, you do remember her as a good friend and as a warrior. And as you shut your eyes and you lift your head up, your beak axe, sharp and true, you descend down upon her neck. And your friend Lilyhammer is officially no more at this point.
I'll take whatever cost, either from like drapes or something, and lay that over.
She has some battle vestments that would have been awarded to her, different medals and cloths for her time back at the Citadel with you for different things that she had done that you may obtain.
Okay, and then I'll go back up and join the rest of the group.
All right, so Sentinel leaving her body after you've obtained the items, you make your way back up the stairs to see. Jamie, what would you be doing at this time period? Or Darian, too, at that
Darian's
you're
up
technically
too.
conscious.
I'm also conscious.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's
you're also
feeble mind.
conscious, Darby. What would you be doing? Let's start with you, because I have a feeling I know what you're doing.
So actually, when Sentinel comes up the stairs, Darby kind of, not understanding what's going on, but kind of sensing that something's up, will just kind of walk up to Sentinel very slowly and cautiously and just pat him on the back a couple of times.
Aww.
And just kind of stand there not knowing what's going on and kind of just like shaking a little bit and cowering.
Darian, what do you do?
Darian might actually have a similar response to Joel, where he's kind of staring at the spot where Marilli was reanimated. A little bit speechless.
So you remain where you are.
I'm gonna go over to Darian, and I'm looking at him as compared to Darby, and then compared to Joel, and I'm gonna be like, I need you to give me something here, Darian, on a scale of Darby to Joel. How much can I use you?
Without breaking eye contact from this corner, I'm gonna give Jamie a double pat on the shoulder and stand up.
All right, that's something. I guess I will kind of get Sentinel and Darian kind of together, like in a smaller group. And I'm gonna, because I can only use the healer's kit once, and I don't have any more. I have to get rid of this potion of healing. Oop. There we go. Yeah, I don't have anything else that can help us right now until
Yeah, we can
tomorrow.
just take a long rest.
Yeah, we're just gonna be like, hey guys, this kind of be where we're at right now.
Oh, Arthur ain't going anywhere. So.
We should. Oh, is Arthur melded to the floor, or he's like a
No,
statue?
he
No, he's
literally
like a
just
statue.
looks like a movable
I
stone.
say like we should put Arthur on the ground and like against a wall so he doesn't fall or no one knocks him over. And I would ask Sentinel and Darian to help me with that, because then we could just like gently do it.
Yeah, I'll help.
All right, so Sentinel, Jamie, and Darian, you guys kind of pick Arthur up. He's a lot heavier than.
Yeah, I'm like 5 times my weight, aren't I, or something like that?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but with the three of
So
you, you're able to
ridiculous.
move him. You shift him over to one of the sides, and you lay him down as gently as possible. Again, Arthur, your gun is pointed like straight out like
Yeah.
this, so
Now
you're just arms just kind of
Joel.
up in the air as he's
Just-
sort of laying there.
Careful my
And
tail.
he's in a secure position.
Oh yeah. I just want to get him on the ground so like he doesn't fall down.
Yeah.
And at that point, after the adrenaline finally leaves me for this crazy day, I'm going to go back from behind the table, and I'm just gonna kind of like do the doctor after like an ER shift stare into the ground.
Okay, you're gonna process
Yeah,
everything. that's happening.
after
You're
I
gonna-
did all that, everyone's safe and not,
decompress.
yes, and I'm just gonna go behind the table, and I'm just being like, we're gonna do this right now.
At this point, would everyone like to take a long rest and end the day?
Yes, please.
All right. We will take a long rest and end the day. And if it is okay with everyone, there will be a 1-day time skip at this point.
Ooh.
Uh,
Okay.
Just as a minor note, Darby would like to for the long rest, sit over by where Arthur's giant stone statue is.
Okay.
Aw.
You cuddle up with Arthur's giant stone statue.
Friends.
It should also be noted too that during the long rest, or while you guys are planning taking a long rest, Joel kind of stands up, and Sentinel, you're the closest to him, so he just looks over at you and he says, I'm gonna go back to my place, and I bet Dale kind of knows what to do. He knows probably where Marily went, and we can probably find her. Yeah, and he just makes his way to the stairs and starts making his way down to head back to Passos. Unless anyone stops him.
I don't know what he said, so.
Alright.
I don't see him. There's nothing we can do for him.
Yep. So he heads back to Pazzo's Pizza, and you guys long rest, and we will take our 1-day time skip. In the next day, not much else happens. You guys obviously fully recover all spell slots, all HP. Arthur is still a stone statue, and Darby is
I'm
still
still
feeble-minded.
Yep.
In the afternoon, yes.
I'm gonna spend the day with this crossbow and this bolt, and like looking at the poison, and just like starting to like end my little pieces of the Nimblewright stuff from before. And I'm just like,
You're putting the pieces together.
I'm trying to put the pieces together. Like we have to do something to match what we're going up against.
Mhm.
Maybe it's gonna take more than sticky fingers and a plucky attitude.
For sure. So Jamie, you spend the day mulling over the crossbow, the poison arrow, the single lone poison bolt that you got from Urzel,
Mhm.
and the this Nimblewright pieces that you've gotten from Nim,
Mhm.
and you kind of begin to calculate and formulate. Darian, what are you doing in this day's time before the evening?
Taking as much time as I can to recover.
All right, so
Literally
you're just
knocking on
hanging out.
death's door.
All right, so you're hanging out. Probably occasionally Jamie comes over, checks on you, changes some bandages and stuff like that. Probably
Mhm.
doing that to every one of you, given the state that everyone was in after the end
Yep.
of that encounter. Sentinel, what are you doing in all of this?
I'm gonna take some kind of like leftover furniture and kind of makeshift a little battle training zone down in the downstairs, and just kind of take my hits and swing at some stuff and trying to get my mind in.
Sentinel, do you do anything with Lilyhammer's body that you graciously beheaded in the first floor?
Can I, in this day, I think I'm going to set if there's a nearby store or inn or somewhere along where I can pick up
Plenty of
some
headwater.
notes. Yeah. So I'm going to send a letter back to the city, and let them know what happened, and to see, is there a way that I could contact someone to like transport her body back to?
You could most likely hire like a service that could transport her body back to the Citadel if you wanted to do that. It would
Yeah.
cost, but they could do that.
We have
And
money.
yeah, I'd say it'd probably be about 15 gold to go from here to the Citadel to fully transport the body.
Okay, I will pay that.
So sometime at that day, a person with a cart comes. They retrieve Lilyhammer's body. They wrap it. They kind of put some incense on it to prevent the body from smelling. Do some stuff to preserve it to prevent it from decaying too much. And they transfer it to their cart, and they begin to make their way out of Highwater. Arthur's a stone statue, and Darby, you just said that you are not cuddling, but you're sitting next to Arthur.
Yeah,
during
kind of
this
sitting
time.
next to Arthur, and then occasionally taking the hat off and just kind of looking at it, and not just knowing that it's important, but not understanding why.
All right.
And then just putting it back on.
Darby, while you are doing this, you feel like you have a voice in the back of your head of a strange man that you don't necessarily recognize. Well, I shouldn't say you don't recognize. The voice seems familiar, but you can't place your finger who it is. And it's just, you just hear his voice constantly saying, Darby, is this what they did to you, Darby? Did you let them do this to you? I'm a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. Just over and over and over. But you don't know who it is.
I also don't know what they're saying.
Yeah,
I cannot
because
comprehend
because it's-
language.
Well, because it's in your head, it's not like you're hearing this
Okay.
externally. You
No,
are
yeah,
able to.
not a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are
Okay.
comprehending what it's saying.
Okay.
Magic.
Magic. And then at some point in the evening, Jayla returns with Aster,
Oh,
and
dang
Jayla
it.
kind of comes up and she goes, "Okay, everyone, I spoke with the Temple of the Goddess, and they think they have some way to both help Darby and Arthur, though it's going to cost a bit.
How
I
much
wouldn't
is it?
700 gold pieces."
I don't even know how much gold we had before.
Darian's broke.
All of Arthur's money is stone.
Darian has 9 gold.
How much of the gold were you carrying, Arthur?
1,175 gold pieces.
Okay, yeah. So turn him back, and then you can take the gold right out of his pocket.
We could probably convince them to do that if he's got the money on him.
It's right. It's right.
It's right there.
You'll see it as soon as it comes out.
They also requested that you bring the statue. I would be willing to help you carry it out, though I realize that might be a bit hard.
I don't know if that's even possible from where he is, how his pose is, and the fact that he has a tail. That's like next to impossible without breaking something. So you tell him that we'll pay him an extra 100 gold to come here.
All right, I can do that. I'll be back within the hour with the high priest.
Yeah.
Arian, Aster is very excited to see you. And Jayla takes her leave as Aster's kind of fluttering. She was waiting, anticipating for Jayla to be done talking the actual business to see you. And she flutters over to you, Darian. She's like, "Oh, Pookie Bear, are you okay?"
I'll survive.
"Oh, I'm so glad. I thought you were dead. They told me that something terrible had happened, and I thought you'd gotten stabbed with a sword, and you'd bled out everywhere, and had died on me, and I didn't know what I was going to do, but everything's okay because you're breathing."
He
I
took
mean,
2 of the 3 of those
yeah.
things.
That's pretty accurate.
He was
I
stabbed and he
just
did bleed
died.
out everywhere, but he's
Thanks
not
to
dead.
Dr. Watts, I am not dead.
Well, Dr. Watts, you have the utmost honor of my family, and if you need anything, you come to the fairy village to the south of Icarith, and my father will do something for you. I don't know what that is, because I haven't talked to him about that, but it will be something, I promise.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, and you don't have to give me anything. That's what doctors do.
Oh, okay. But Darian, so I talked to the restaurant, and I've moved our date back by a few days. Because everything that's going on right now, love can wait.
That's a good call, Aster. Very good call.
Yeah. I hope everything's better. How Jayla kind of told me what was going on, and I overheard, and it's just horrible, absolutely horrible what happened. And, well, I'm glad you're still alive and didn't die, but, well, I don't know what to say. I'm gonna go catch up with Jayla now. Stay safe, okay? No more getting involved with necromancers, because you need to keep that face looking so pretty, okay? And she boops you on the nose with her finger.
I'll try my best, Aster.
And she flutters away after Jayla. A few hours later, well, about an hour later, because I said they'd be back within an hour. Hour later, Jayla returns with the high priest, who performs 2 greater restoration spells, one on Darby and one on Arthur, to end their confinements.
As soon as Greater Restoration is complete, where is the Grand Priest standing in relation to me?
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like I know what you're going to do
standing
here.
over you, Arthur, but before you are resurrected, we have to go into your mind real quick. Arthur, since you were turned to stone, this is probably the closest you've ever actually gotten to actual death. You've been close before, but this is the taste of it. This is everything you've wanted, in a way. And as the moment your whole body was turned to stone, as you aimed your gun at Xanthro, and you could literally see your vision cloud as the stone encapsulated it, and you could see nothing. You were just floating in endless blackness, expecting that this was it. This would be your entire existence. And your body, floating in this endless darkness, eventually descends down into a deep blue sea, where you hit with a splash. But it makes no waves, it makes no ripples. It's like your body passes through the water as if it was nothing. And you descend far, far down into the seas of Elyssia, where you see a city. A shining, magnificent city buried deep within the ocean waters. And as you are pulled and dragged into the city, you you begin to see strange shapes of people, what you think to be people, but they are large, giant, powerful. They rove through the waters as if it's their kingdom, like you rove upon land. And you see others, some like you, some like your friends, breathing, living under the water, in some form of servitude. This place is familiar to you. It's alive to you, as if you've been here, as if you've existed here before. And just as you are wandering the halls as some sort of specter, these coral-created buildings, conch lights, coraled floor, you see these giant swirling figures walking amongst you, treating their others as pets, property, friends, even. You start to wonder exactly what this place is and why it seems so familiar to you. As if perhaps you've been here for 1, 10, 100 years. Something crazy. And as you wander the halls, you are then immediately sucked up from the water, pulled from the city and dragged up, far up out of the water and pulled back through, this time with ripples, with waves. And you are set upon the bow of a ship with people that you are very familiar with, a crew that you have long served, who look up to you as captain. And as you stare at the coast of Igarith, missing one of your crewmates, missing a loyal, loved crewmate, knowing that they are in that city, they are just on the outskirts of that city, about to betray you, you look to your gunner and you give the orders to fire. And as you stare at the cannons and you watch as they place lit torch to wick, the flame burn down upon the fuse, the cannons firing, pulling back, held only by chain, and cannonballs firing out to the outskirts of the city. And as you do that, you can feel the cold, dead hands, like seawater, wrap around you, small, almost like children. And at that moment, you're ripped from it as your eyes open. A man stands in front of you wearing robes of some kind, but considering you've just come out of this incredibly interesting experience, you're unsure exactly who they are. And the only thing in your mind is your vision and the fact that you were fighting Xanthro earlier. What do you do?
So as the pose, I was frozen. As I was freezing, I was pulling the trigger on my pistol. That's why it is out. So whatever is in the way, the gun fires as soon as I unfreeze.
Arthur, give me a attack roll with your pistol at disadvantage.
That's a 10.
Arthur, you fire. The priest immediately pulls back. The bullet launches from the front of the gun, shoots up, sticks to the top of the ceiling. You miss, just barely, but you miss the Grand Priest. Everyone's just kind of standing around in utter shock, and the High Priest is just like, "Oh my!"
Arthur's gonna kind of like crack his bones in his hands as they come back from being like stationary for over 24 hours. Gonna realize the arthritis in his body. He's gonna kind of stand up, shake, and kind of look around, and you'll see just like a cold, like almost like a black sweat, like bleeding off of his body as he's like kind of like panicking, realizing like where he's at again.
Jayla is there, and she kind of sees you coming to Arthur, and she goes, "Well, that was close. How do you feel, Arthur?"
What happened?
Someone care to explain? I wasn't there.
Yeah, you got turned into a statue by Xanthros.
Well, that I understand. What happened after that?
Well, actually, I don't know when you got turned into a statue as far as time. You were already a statue when I came back and saved everybody. So, let me think. Darian's fine. Sentinel's fine. Lilyhammer has unfortunately passed. However, the worst of it is Marilli got turned into a Marili's body is being used by the necromancer, right?
Do they have the stone?
Unfortunately, Sentinel did decide to give them the stone.
He's gonna kind of sink back down and just put his head between his knees.
But couple of good news, couple bits of good news. You're not a statue anymore, which I can't stress enough is better than being a statue.
Depends on who you ask.
True. Darby is understanding
Am I?
what a hand
have I
is.
been healed yet?
Darby has not been cured of feeble mind
Okay.
yet.
Oh,
Just
So
we're gonna-
in that case, when Arthur shoots the gun, Darby will just frantically scurry to the other side of the room and curl up into a ball again.
Okay.
All right. Well, and Darby was driven crazy somehow, and we're hopefully gonna fix that. And I look at the priest being like, whenever our person is ready to give for, oh yeah, and I'll take the gold and hand it to the dude. So
All
you know
right,
this
so
is what you're looking for.
Yep. So subtract 800 gold as you offered 100 more for them to come. He counts it real quickly. He has his assistant count it. Waits a few minutes and goes, "All right, it's all there." Goes, "There you are."
Yeah. Well,
Walks
thank you
over
so
to-
much for your caringness in this situation.
Walks
Appreciate
over
it.
to Darby, who is cowering in the corner. He sees a strange man walk up. How do you feel that this strange man?
Oh,
is
the moment he starts trying to like do anything, I'm just like slapping it away and just like freaking out and just trying to somewhat get away because I don't know who this is really. I mean, like I kind of know, but I don't know if they're friend or foe.
Yep. So, despite you slapping, he just takes a hand. He quickly grabs your shoulder, mutters a few words, and the Greater Restoration spell is cast upon you, Darby, and you are cured of your feeble mind.
Is Joel dead as well?
Oh no, Joel's fine. Physically, he is broken. His brain, anyway. The dude, not like Darby was. The dude's just dealing with grief. So we let him off to it.
Oh man, what a
All of this for nothing.
I am. in a
Not
haze.
nothing. Not nothing. Couple things we learned. This Xanthro guy thinks that all of the things that protect people from the blights or whatever they're called.
Beckoning.
Beckonings.
Beckoning.
Yeah, I was here for that, but we didn't accomplish anything. We got 2 people killed. 1 turned into a zombie. Nearly killed the rest of us. All for what? We lost the stone. We didn't accomplish anything.
Well, we weren't getting out of here with that stone. As soon as it came here, there was nothing to be able to do about that. Honestly, the best thing we did is we found out who destroyed our bar, which is the reason why we came here in the first place. We find out who it was. We did that. We know what they're looking for. No, we don't know how to find it. And I mean, those are 2 things. They're not big things, but they are things. And now we can. And if Jayla's been hunting this dude as long as she's been, there's got to be some way to find
And
something.
he left us to protect us from him, and he ended up here anyway. So a lot of good that did. Thanks a lot, Jayla.
Yeah, no, Jayla's doing a great job.
I had no idea that you guys were going to go chase after this. When I left you, I figured you were done with it at that point.
No, the whole reason you left us is that we could go find the stone. We told you about that. I'm gonna look at Jayla.
I did.
I'm gonna actively look at her. I'm gonna make an insight check to see if this person's like a part of this. Like, is she pulling
I
on?
won't even make you roll. Jayla is not a part of this.
I'm gonna say, I'm like, Jayla, I'm not gonna lie to you right now. That's really inconvenient. You're gonna have to give me something.
To be perfectly honest, I didn't expect that you guys would actually locate the stone. I figured Xanthro would make himself known, and I would be able to track him before any of this went down. It all moved much faster than I anticipated.
Yeah. This dude teleported right into the middle of the city that you're at took the one thing that everybody in this town, including experienced treasure hunters, wanted and walked out. Not before killing 2 people and almost killing 6. What exactly do you champion?
You know, sometimes I question that myself. But I'll tell you one thing, Jamie. I have been
Dr. Jamie.
Jamie, I will tell you one thing. I have been to multiple places here in Elyssia. I have been to cities, I have been to towns, I have been hunting Xanthar. I have tried to find every piece of information that I can, and every time he has been one step ahead of me. And I don't know why, and I don't know how to stop it. And the fact that one of my friends is dead is eating at me. So, stop.
Good. It should. Be better. I'm gonna turn around, and I'm gonna say, and it's Doctor. And I'm going to turn back around, and I'm gonna go do something else.
You know, Jayla, I'm still trying to process everything that happened the past 2 days. Being in a massive haste from everything. But if he's
I've been
constantly
gone for 2 days. Oh, they're just gonna like. This is the first time he's here that he's been
Like
knocked
24
out.
hours, roughly.
because Darby like vaguely knows it's been 2 days, but he's
Right.
yeah,
You've been
so-
conscious. I
yeah.
am not. So you're good.
But if he's constantly a step ahead of you, that usually means you're being too predictable. You need to do something unpredicted, and he won't know what you're doing.
He is an inside man.
Or that.
Awesome.
Then again, do something unpredicted. Go against what your group wants. He won't know it's coming. How do you think we cheat in gambling? That's how we do it. We just do what you don't expect. If we do the obvious cheat, you get found out.
Well, regardless of all of it, I've spoken with Dale since your N is in less than a hospitable shape. He's offered to let you guys stay at Pazos for the time being to, well, I guess stay there.
Oh, I don't plan on just staying and sitting on my hands. This was kind of a fun little soiree into let's get rich and let's get rich quick. This has become a
Much
personal grudge match now.
bigger.
I
Yeah.
concur with that.
Yeah.
This
I'm
does
2-0
not end
against that other
until
guy.
he or I am in the ground. And lucky for me, I come out of the ground when I go in.
That being said, I would like a Dale special, please.
I'm sure if you ask him for one, he'll make you one.
That'll be my new mission.
We do need to take a minute and refocus and regroup and figure out what we're doing and plan. It might not be a bad idea to do that over a Dale special.
Dale looks at Aster and says, well, why don't you go and ask Dale to start making one so it's fresh and ready when we get back? And Aster's like, oh, I can do that. I can be useful. Okay, Darian, do you want anything special with your pizza?
Oh, the Dale special is perfect. Thank you, Aster.
Okay, I'll be sure to tell him that. Okay, bye, Darian, and bye, everyone. And Aster takes off out the little tiny window that she can fit through to go and let Dale know to make the pizza.
Arthur's gonna walk over to where Sentinel is, kind of sit down next to him, not say anything for a little while, and then kind of turn to him and say, I'm sorry about your friend.
I'm starting to make peace with it.
Well,
It'll
hopefully
take
it's a
some
lot.
time.
Yeah, it sometimes it doesn't end. So hopefully it works faster for you than it did for me. But I'm sorry nonetheless.
Thank you, Arthur.
Arthur is then going to find a corner of the room. He's going to sit down and he is going to take out 2 bullets that he has on him, and he is going to unsheath a dagger and begin etching in Urzel Flotsam into one of them and Xanthro into the other, and he's going to pocket them.
You've done that. If the party is ready, they can follow Jayla back to Pazos for your Dale special and your new room and board.
I actually am gonna stay in our inn.
That's fine. You're allowed to stay in your inn.
Mhm.
It's there.
It is
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and it is as good as any other place I've ever slept, and it belongs to me, and that means because
True.
I've never owned property before.
So, following Jayla, you guys head out from these old towers after this day. The high priest and his assistant leave, and you guys make your way back to Pazos in the inn. Jamie, will you be partaking in Dale's special? Or you just gonna head right
Yeah.
there?
No, I just was not gonna stay at Passos.
All right. As you guys enter Pazos Pizza, you see that Dale is already plating up this very extra large Dale special, and he sets it on one of the tables. He kind of looks over at you guys as you enter, and he just kind of scans over the group and just goes, "Well, I think I've seen everyone look better than they are right now. Can't say I blame anyone, though."
Well, I definitely feel better than I did yesterday.
Who
gonna-
wants ale?
I'm gonna raise my tail.
Was that even a question?
I haven't-
Uncharacteristically, Jamie will take an ale. It has
Sentinel?
been a tough couple
It
days.
has been a
Well,
day.
I have a round.
All right. Dale kind of goes to the back and he peeks his head through like the open window where people order, and he goes, "Joe ordered an entire fresh keg last week that hasn't been opened. We're gonna christen it today. Be thankful for once that those that are here able to partake are still alive and with us, and at least we can toast to that in a way." He begins pouring glasses for everyone. Elise is also there as you guys enter. She kind of hobbles up. Her leg is still obviously beat up from the attack on the inn, and she actually comes up to you, Jamie, and she kind of gives you a hug. And
I
is
will
just
hug her.
like-
I will return the
And
hug.
she's just like, when I heard everything that was going on, I'm just so glad you guys are okay.
Yeah. How's your leg doing?
It hurts sometimes, but I'm tough cookie, so I'm holding through.
Okay. I'm gonna check it. Is it healing properly?
If you check it, yeah, it seems to be doing all right.
Okay.
So-
Well then, yeah. I'm just gonna be like, I'm glad you're doing all right.
Jamie, as you do inspect it, you realize she'll probably walk with a bit of a limp the rest of her life, given the injury, unless she obtains some form of magical healing to perfect that.
Got it. All right. Well, I clock that. I'm wrestling with that as a concept, and then I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm just glad you're okay.
Nugs also is there too, and kind of goes up to you, Sentinel, and she says, "I heard about your friend, and I wish to express my condolences. It is always a sad thing when a warrior as strong as a friend dies."
No better death for a warrior than in battle.
"We shall perform a warrior's clock for them if you wish, and for Marilli as well."
Let's do it.
And Sentinel, you wouldn't be aware of this ritual, but Nugs, her like jowls like super poof up, and she raises her head, opens her beak, and just lets out this loud, like ear-shattering squawk. The rest of you, with the exception of Sentinel, are like, "Oh my god, this is a horrible sound." But she just lets out this screech, which Sentinel, now that you've heard, you can easily pick up on as well.
Okay, so then I join.
You both let out these screeches. That's just horrible. But in some ways, Sentinel, I guess I shouldn't speak for your character, but this would be maybe cathartic for you.
Yeah, and the like sapphires kind of that are around my neck begin to like spark and kind of crackle a little bit as that happens.
So that happens. You guys kind of have your moment. And Dale, he comes out with the round of ales. Nugs gives him a bit of a hand once you're all done with your squawk, Sentinel, and they set him out. You guys kind of gather around the couple tables pushed together and begin partaking in the Dale special and your ales. Perhaps sharing stories of friends that you've lost, reveling in the fact that those who are alive are still alive and with each other. It's a small moment of respite, given the last 2 days, though there is someone strangely absent from this table. Joel is nowhere to be seen. And as dinner kind of nears and the day is ending, it's getting very dark out, or it has been dark considering it's winter. Dale comes up to you, Darian, And he kind of taps you on the shoulder real quick, and he says, "Hey, can I talk to you for a moment? Privately."
And I'll follow Dale.
All right. So he takes you to the back into the kitchen. You kind of get a good look that there's like the oven, there's areas for him to cut. There's like sacks of different ingredients like flour and stuff. There's a magical unit that's perpetuating like a cold ice brick that's keeping like the meats and cheeses at a chill temperature. And Dale kind of shuts the door. He goes up to the ordering window and he closes the like the I don't know what you want to call it, the shield or whatever. He closes like a door there. He looks over to you and he goes, "I asked Jayla what happened, and she was only able to give me a little bit. So I'm going to ask you what happened, since I think you might be the most level-headed of the group."
You mean about Marilli?
About Marilli, about Xanthro, about why Joel is in his room. He won't say 2 words to anyone.
And I'll spill the beans, no filter. How Marilli was killed miraculously with a single word and reanimated, and how Xanthro basically put everybody down with a swipe of his hand, and we were completely outmatched to the point where most of us were completely unconscious by the end of it. Until what I gather is Sentinel basically letting him get away so that way he would leave us alone. And I'll just no filter. I'll tell him exactly what happened.
So Dale kind of takes this in. He leans back against the now quiet oven that is cooled since he cooked in it. Places a hand to his chin. He scratches it and goes, "Well, I think Sentinel probably made the right choice there, giving him back a stone. As far as
I
I'm
definitely
aware, it's
agree.
a offer of gold. What's 1 gold worth a life, frankly? I'm going to tell this to you. And originally I wasn't going to bring it up, but given the state of everything, I want to bring it up. This morning, I got an interesting correspondence from someone. Word travels fast in high water. Given the guards' involvement, the spectacular showing from the old towers on the first layer. Words reached far and wide here, and I bet you know who exactly has gotten word of what's going on."
Pontiff?
The Pontiff's dead. There is no Pontiff.
That's right. Sorry, I'm still in book zone.
He's yellow. He's small. He
I
runs
said
the underground.
Sliva.
I don't know if that's the correct orientation.
Good old Sliva.
Exactly. I got an interesting drop by a customer today in the early afternoon. Ordered a pizza. Named Brock. Says he wants to talk. To me, to Joel, and to you guys. So, they've offered to arrange a meeting. Tomorrow morning, first thing, dawn, 5 a.m. Brock will come, grab me, grab the lot of you, grab Joel, take us down to his little hiding hole, for whatever reason. I don't know what it's about, but everything I gather about this stone, about this treasure, Sliver wants it. Sliver wants it just as bad. So if we're going to strike back at Xanthro, if we're going to pierce him right in his bloody fucking heart, Sliver's gonna be the one that's gonna give us the soul to do that.
I can appreciate that. And I'll tell you right now, Dale, personally, I'd rather die than let the events of what happened over the past 2 days happen to anybody else. So
Then
if
we are
if Sliva's gonna give us a dagger to stab this bastard in the heart, I'll take it. I don't know about the rest of the group, but I'll take it.
Do me a favor and present that to the rest of the group. Get their thoughts and feelings. Obviously, given everything that happened, I don't know how interested everyone would be to go right into the jaws of the lion again. But trust me, one of my own died yesterday. Died in cold blood. And another one of mine, they're like children to me in a way, is currently up in that room, not sure what to fucking do with himself right now. So if I get my hands on Xanthro, I'm going to take my soul and I'm going to jam it right into his fucking cock and cut downward and watch him bleed the fuck out from his stupid robes, and then watch him try to bring himself back to life.
I'd be in the front row of that audience, Dale, and I'm going to extend a hand, and kind of like a more endearing handshake than normal.
All right, he definitely shakes it, and you guys kind of have this like brothers bond for a moment where you're like, yeah, we've got the same goal. Well, I figured you'd be the best gauge of this. Shall we tell the others?
Yes. Best done with another Dale special, if I do say so myself.
Well, I just cooled the ovens off, but doesn't mean I can't get it back going. Why don't we tell them, and then while the ovens are warming up, and then I'll cook us one.
All right, your terms are reasonable, Dale.
All right, he quickly gets the coals going, gets the oven kicked off, and you guys head out back to the dining room where everyone's still kind of sitting around, finishing up, maybe partaking in some light conversation.
All right, and I'll do the old dad at Thanksgiving move where I sit down and grunt with a big old sigh. Just All right, guys. And I'll spill the beans. I'll talk about how Silva's aware of the situation, and we might not like it, but he's our best bet of getting this bastard back.
I'm in.
Honestly, I wasn't fully against getting Sliver to begin with.
Yeah, it's given.
Yeah.
Dr. Watts, how you feeling?
Jamie and Sentinel.
Oh, oh yeah, my character. Oh yeah, Dr. Watts would just be like, Silver runs this town anyway.
Yeah, it's fair.
I don't really see who else we'd have to go to.
Sentinel?
Who else would we go to?
Well, I imagine his methods will be questionable at some
Yes,
point.
not so legal method.
I'm not too worried
Okay.
about the legality. I'm worried more
Oh,
about the
not either.
morality.
Laws are just threats made by this dominant socioeconomic class.
But the greater threat is not Silva right now, and we can deal
No.
with Silva at a later date.
Yeah, I've dealt with blowharded gangsters before. That's practically every Tuesday.
Fair. Sentinel, how you feeling?
I guess live it is.
And I'm gonna grab my mug, half full of ale, and raise it up and say, "I know what our plan is." And wait for everybody to cheers me.
Arthur's gonna raise his glass and say for Morelli.
For Morelli.
You guys
Morelli.
drink.
Darby will raise his glass.
You drink to Morelli. With new sights set on in the morning for Sliva. Dale says he will let Brock know that you've agreed to the terms. Jayla has also offered to go as well, as now she is personally involved with this, more so than she really has ever before.
Jamie's like, stay home.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm just like, uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
He's angry. That's good.
There is
good.
one.
Yeah,
There's only one thing.
Get good. Get angry. Get pissed.
Sliver requested that Joel be there, and I haven't been able to talk to him in the last 2 days. Not sure if someone else would like to take a shot with that.
I so offer.
I might be able to work some charm on him too.
Okay. So Darby and Arthur, would you guys like to go and talk to Joel?
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
All right.
What do you think?
Well, hot and toddy.
Yeah, you want to investigate it, or do you
yeah.
want to just be ourselves?
I think honestly he's just gonna need someone to guide him. He's lost. I've been in a similar state. He's shocked. He needs somewhere to point. It's just a direction. He needs a compass. We can give him one.
Can try at least.
All right. So you guys offer to talk to Joel. You make your way out from the back of the kitchen. There's some stairs that lead to the second floor out back. You climb them up. The second layer of Pazos is quite big. There's about 5 rooms there.
Okay.
2 of them have been prepared for you guys, as Joel has his own room, which Dale has his own room, and then Marilli and Elise stay together, and then Nugs sleeps out back in a hut that she has made herself out of wooden feathers, like a nest almost. So you kind of go to the one door that's closed, kind of at the end, the master suite, you could say, and if you try to handle it, is locked.
I will wrap my fingers on the door. Joel,
Yeah, who's there?
Arthur, and Darby here. Mind
And?
letting us in
Why?
so we can talk?
Yeah, we just want a short conversation. So.
Okay. He kind of, you hear his feet slowly tap against the floor. He unlocks the door. He just cracks it. He kind of peers out, and he just goes, "Yeah, what's up?"
Can we talk inside?
Sure. And he opens the door and kind of just takes a few steps back. Joel's room is as lavish as his personality. He's got a lot of weird items in there. He's got weapons in there, like axes and swords that are mounted, but obviously he doesn't use any of them. Arthur and Darby, you kind of get the room, or the concept that the room is very much fantasy.
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense for him.
Arthur's just gonna kind of, he's gonna just slump to the ground. He's gonna lean up against the wall and he's gonna sit down for a minute. Kind of take in the environment and look at Joel and...
Joel takes a seat on his bed. He kind of folds his hand. He's just staring at the ground. Darby and Arthur, as you kind of are looking at the room, you're looking at Joel, you can kind of see that his knuckles are very badly bruised and almost bloodied. And as you kind of examine the room, you can see a spot on one of the walls right under where one of the battle axes hang, where the wood is a little pushed in and there's a bit of blood on the wall.
So I'm guessing you already know why we're here.
Yeah, I kind of figured why you're already here. Dale's been up here every hour. Well, it's today, so he's been up here every hour today, and I've just told him to just slide food under the door and whatever.
Are you at the point where you're ready to do something about it?
Yeah, I want to do something about it, but what can I do about it? I can't do shit. I can't pick up a sword and fight. Like, fuck, you can get my ass whooped.
I mean,
I was an idiot to think that I could even follow you guys into that tower there, and if I hadn't, then maybe Marilli wouldn't have gone in there, and then she wouldn't be dead right now.
All of what you're saying is true.
Yeah.
Would you like to do something about it?
What can I do?
well,
Exactly what you said you couldn't do.
yeah.
You were a dumbass for going into that tower and following us. You put many people in danger, including yourself. But now, you have something to do about it. You are specifically being requested to allow us to get an ally to probably put one of these, I'm going to toss him the bullet that says Xanthro, right between the eyes of the man who did this to you. You could be the key to solving exactly why you're feeling the way you're feeling. And I know firsthand what it feels like to be your own worst enemy. I am in the exact same boat that you are. I can't stand the person I see in the mirror every morning. But you can do something about it. That is something that I have longed for years. So as somebody who sat there and been in that situation, I'm offering you the thing I would kill 100 more people for.
Bill takes what you say, Arthur, as he looks down at the bullet you toss him that has Xanthro's name etched into it. The very bullet that you etched that name into. And as he looks at that name, a name that in some weird way has plagued Joel's entire life since the moment he arrived in Elyssia. Summoned in by a dead pontiff and undead pontiff to fulfill a role that he was really never meant to fulfill. And as Joel kind of looks down at the bullet, and he looks back up to you guys and he says, sometimes I wonder if I had never come here, what Marilli's life might actually look like, if she'd be like somewhere better than all this. Did she tell you that I died once?
couple of times, I believe.
I think that's come up.
Yeah,
Once or twice.
she brought me back to life. I don't know if she meant to do it or she wanted to do it, but she did. And in that moment, that singular moment, I woke up and I was home again. And my best friend was over me and my ex-girlfriend was over me. They cared. They actually cared that I fucking got hit by a bus. And they were telling me, hey, are you okay, Joel? Hey, Joel, are you okay? And for like 5 seconds, I was like, fuck, I'm home, man. Like, this is where I'm supposed to be. And then the next blink, I was back here in Elyssia. And then I was in Marili's arm, and she was crying because guess I was dead. And I always thought, if I died, I'd go back. I go back to my home and my friends and my family and my fucking life I hated there. But then I woke up, and I was in Marili's arms. And I remembered Pazos, I remembered Dale, I remembered Nugs, I remembered Elise, I remembered Jayla. And I realized that I was home here. And he claps the bullet in his hand. So I'm going to ask one thing of both of you. If we get Xanthro, if we get him at our knees, I put this bullet right in between his eyes.
Arthur is going to unholster his side pistol on his left hand and toss it to Joel.
He goes to catch it, he fumbles it, but manages to grab it mid-throw. He looks at it and be like, I shot a gun once in high school for like a gym-related thing from where I'm from, fucking down home Hickville. He pops it up, throws the bullet in there, throws it up. One bullet with his name on it. Joel holsters it. He stands up. He walks over to one of the battle axes that's on the wall, one of the prop axes that he bought just for fun, because it'd be cool to put it in your room. He grabs it. He plucks it off the wall, holds it for a second. He looks at the battle axe. He sees his own reflection. And all Joel can do in that moment is cry. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Nice.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
We did it.
We
So-
did it.
I mean,
We did it. We made
something.
Joel
I don't know
cry.
if we did
You
it.
made Joel
They
cry.
did
Which is
it.
only what I want
Effective.
to do all the time.
Achievement unlocked.
You did it. So,
Well,
well, everyone watching, thanks
Yeah.
again. If you're in America, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Have fun with family or whoever you're celebrating it with. Friends are family, so don't ever let anyone tell you they're not.
Fish our food.
We are
Fish are our friends,
we are
not
thankful for you guys. Thank
We
you
are
to
thankful.
everybody and
Yes,
everybody who
true.
watches. Thank you for
Yes.
everybody who plays. I am thankful for you
Yes.
guys. You guys have a
I
great
am
Thanksgiving.
thankful for you guys.
And we will see you next
Goodbye.
week, Monday, for
Next week,
the
Monday.
next part
Yeah.
of the game. Woot woot!
Monday,
For the
Monday,
beginning
Monday.
of the 25 days of D&D, miss.
Yeah.
It will be
Christmas.
December next week, yeah.